I'm looking for a white lady that's tattooed and dominant and be willing to put me in a dress and beat the shit out of me. Call me. I'm the Sissy of Fremont Street, 15th and Fremont. Sissy Gemini, 904-609-3222. Again, you stupid white bitch. That's what I'm looking for, is a stupid tattooed white bitch that'll put me in a dress and beat the shit out of me. Call me, 904-609-3222. I'm waiting, you white slut.
Sorry, I can't help myself.
Wrong
I love that
show.
clip. I love that
Wrong
clip.
show. Fucking
Yeah. This is a serious show here. We take ourselves pretty serious.
serious show.
I was worried I'd never see Grandma again. I know, Cal. What would we do if that was the case? I need a repeat. I need them to put out some new content for me. And hey, Cash. So yeah, welcome to Monday Night Bloodbath. It's like episode 53, 54, something like that.
I don't know what to talk about. Is anything going on?
Los Angeles is burning. Not that it needed any help, but here
Summer
we are.
Love 2.0.
And I actually have some things. So I have some things to talk about that aren't Los Angeles related, but that's where we will be spending most of our time this evening because there's just a lot to talk about. How have you guys been? Dom, how you doing?
Awesome. It's been a while since.
It has been a while. I hope
I
everything.
made my return.
I hope everything's better over on your side.
It's doing a little better, yeah. A little death in the family, but I'm doing better now.
Oh yeah. Sorry
Yeah.
to hear, man.
That's okay. I'm fine. But it's good to be back, guys. A lot of craziness going on. Can't wait to talk shit about all these wackos talking dumbass shit and playing dumb.
So I saw something earlier. I didn't get to read the article, but the New York Times put out an article saying something about how YouTube has lessened their moderation guidelines, like they're not as strict or something. Are we allowed to say slurs yet?
It has been calmed down for a bit.
You want to try
That's
it?
why Rumble's dying. It's like they stopped banning dumb stuff.
I was just going to mention how all the beaners in LA are upset, but we'll see.
Not all of them, bro. Well, actually, no. Yeah, all the beaners are upset. The legals and the illegals.
There you go.
Shock, are you close to LA? I forgot.
No, I'm not.
No.
But I am affected by it because I have to work tonight.
Tonight?
Yep. So basically, everything that I worked on Friday and Monday is supposed to be for a job in LA. And because of the riots, they're pulling the labor off of that job onto another job that was ahead of schedule. So now I have to get that done so they have something to do tomorrow.
God
We're gonna count that as Shock's intro because that sucks.
Yeah, unlike some people around my age, I don't bitch about overtime. I'm a fucking man.
Shots fired.
I don't care. It's overtime, not my problem.
I fucking wish I got overtime.
Oh, I get unlimited overtime. I can do it.
Who's a shots at?
Derby.
Yeah, he's always bitches.
Oh, okay, yes.
Yeah. I'm like, why are you crying about overtime? If I had to say one thing that was American, the most American thing an American can do is work overtime. That's all we do is work.
Yeah.
Europeans always call us lazy, and it's just like there was an old video where it was basically like British people at the office, and they're like, if I'm out of the office, please talk to Roxanne, and if Roxanne's not here, blah 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 blah, talk to this person, and if all three of us aren't available, maybe you have something better to do than ruin our 3-day holiday. And then the America one is like, I will be out of the office just Friday, and here's my number for so-and-so and so-and-so, and here's my emergency number, and if you need anything, I will fake a heart attack so that the plane lands right away and call you right back. I'll be back Monday. It's like, that's America. We don't fucking stop working. Hola.
I'm seeing terrible footage from a cruise ship with old leathery skin. Anyhow, so Kel found another video from Grandma from maybe 6 years ago.
No.
Sweet, send that
All
my way.
right.
No, don't.
Dude, all my bookmarks are getting deleted, man. I'm so pissed.
How are you doing, Cash? Your
Zen
Twitter
here.
bookmarks?
Yes.
So, are you sure they're getting deleted, or are they getting moved around because Twitter doesn't because Twitter's got a bookmark bug?
I'm looking at the dates. The dates are in order.
The dates. So yeah, they'll be in order, most recent.
You're
last,
right. They're not
but
in
then
order.
As you scroll, something happens and it resets it all, and they're all out of fucking order, and it gets all stupid. So I've been having to do a massive amount of bookmark maintenance over the past few weeks. Because
Is it better on the phone?
I don't ever use the phone.
I mean, I do, but not for bookmarks. I bookmark on the phone because it's
I'll
easier to
bookmark
look
on the
at.
phone, yeah.
But
I don't go through my bookmarks on the phone
because I need to find Thomas. Oh, okay, I found it anyway. But still, it's super freaking annoying.
Oh, so Grandma has an offer for the white woman. I look forward to watching this video.
Where all the white women at?
I also have possibly one of the most insufferable internet videos ever created.
You say that every week.
To show for next Thursday.
Oh, yeah, that's literally every week.
And you can all thank Gal for that one.
Oh no!
God damn it!
So yeah, we'll get into the first topic. Something that I think the two of you are a little familiar with. I saw a conversation happening earlier. The first topic here: Matt Walsh is a dipshit.
Oh my god!
Every Mexican dish is just a taco.
That's hilarious.
Is just a taco in slightly different forms, the most redundant and least diverse cuisine on the planet. It's time to be honest about this. Shock, how do you feel about that?
The first sentence is correct. All right. Mexican food is basically just Mexican A, B, C, D, same thing, right? There's no difference between a taco, a burrito, a quesadilla, even though all that's actually more like TJ Tex-Mix anyway. It's not really from Mexico. It's more California Tex-Mix. But you're still fucking wrong. It's one of the best foods in the world. And this dude, go find my reply. Where's Dom's? Dom added me.
Yes,
I don't need to speak. All right, I already made my statement.
No, you didn't really make a statement though. You just
Yeah,
said
I
he's
did.
blocked.
I said, yeah, I blocked this loser a long time ago because if you block people on Twitter, their reachability is lowered. So I just, once like that was kind of proven, I just started blocking everyone I didn't like because it means less people get to see them. So thanks, Elon. I have a voice now. But anyway, this boring piece of shit, I would love to see what he would have to make on a cookout if he had any fucking friends. Like, what's this dude gonna make at the barbecue if you were to invite him? Actually,
yeah, my bad. You did say that. I forgot you said that. But
yeah,
what would he cook at his barbecue?
What's he gonna bring, the potato salad and then bitch about my coleslaw? Like, what's this fucker gonna say? Like,
he's the guy who always finds something to bitch about.
I hate the Daily Wire because for a hot minute, we talk about this on the show all the time. For a hot minute, the Daily Wire was the new Vice. They were politically correct. They were establishment. They were counterculture. They
politically incorrect.
Oh, sorry, politically incorrect. Yeah. And they had the cool documentaries. They had What Is a Woman, which was hysterical. They had the I Am Racist. Like, they were so cool for a hot minute. And then all of a sudden, they just gaslight the fuck out of like anyone who was culturally invested in them by being like, oh, well, the problem with America is adults can't grow up.
Hold on a second. We might have breaking news here. Hold on. I'm trying to unbookmark this and it won't let me. I want to see something.
I don't want to talk about this fucking loser. No one wants to talk
when you look at static, I put up the static.
Oh, I thought it was saying that the tweet was removed, and I thought maybe he deleted it. I was like,
oh, that'd be sick.
Later?
Would have been me, you bitch. Yeah, look at
I thought California flew off the Coast or something like that.
Let's get Vinzinger Weed Pillars comment up.
Vinzinger.
He wouldn't.
This one actually, tacos are street food since it's served on the streets of Mexico.
Nah, the other one. He wouldn't eat a gordita. He wouldn't eat a torta. He wouldn't eat a torta is basically a taco.
Pozole, sopas.
Pozole.
I'm good on the pozole. I'm good.
Pozole is good. It's not menudo. It's different. It's not the cow tongue.
What is
Which
this
is
jinx?
delicious.
What is this jinx?
Yeah, what'd you jinx this time? What'd you do?
No comment. I'm not gonna get into
I
it.
need to know about the jinx.
No comment.
I have to work tonight because of Dom, because he talked
Tiffany?
about the LA fires.
You're blaming me. That was my fault.
Absolutely. Are you gonna bring up
I
the
didn't
whole
jinx
like
anything. Gal knows what she's talking about.
Gal commented on it on Harry Hissinging or whatever his tweet Caesarean. Did you see Harry's tweet?
No, I didn't.
Oh,
I think I muted him. I don't know.
Oh, so basically, oh no, you don't mute lolcows, bro.
Anyway,
no.
I don't know. I didn't know Cloud blocked you.
Anyway, what was it? So basically, Trump, the state, he gave California the state troops, right? And then California like refused to house them, refused to give them any food or water. So they're all just like crammed in this little subway, sleeping on the floor.
Oh
and shit.
yeah.
And he's all like blaming Trump for that. And then the two answers that everyone has is number one, shouldn't California be housing the free troops that they're getting? And number two, they're fucking soldiers. They're trained to sleep on the floor. Who gives a shit?
Oh, that
Yeah.
post, yes.
That's not the first time.
But
I've
there
seen
were other
pictures like that.
videos. Here, do you see the video of the Mexican
It was
restaurant?
Gavin Newsom saying it.
There was another video of this Mexican restaurant that was housing all the ICE troops.
So apparently, this was updated not that long ago, about 2 hours ago. Donald Trump has ordered 2,000 more National Guardsmen to Los Angeles, bringing the total to over 4,000 troops plus 700 Marines, taking the total to 4,700 troops.
So the first one, that's Harry's tweet. And then I got the one of the Mexican restaurant. Here you go.
Oh, really?
Yes, I saw that. Yeah, it's all images. And what a hypocritical bitch, because he got on what's his name for going after showing old images. Who's the actor? That's always talking about politics on the right wing side.
That's a lot of James Wood.
James Wood, yeah, he made fun of James Wood. But that's a post in 2020 when he was calling about the LA riots.
Yeah, with the bricks on the pallet. When the bricks came on the pallet.
No, it was the burning cars. It was the burning cars.
They talking about the He literally posted a picture of bricks on a pallet. Like it was
Gavin, what's the fucking difference? Your city still looks like shit right now. And you were the governor during that fucking time anyway.
Yep. You're sharing your
Oh, I do not have that post. I will pull that up here next.
your DM.
So yeah, here's am I? Whoops.
Yep.
Yes.
Don't show my feet pics, bro.
Sorry, dude.
Actually, you sent me a picture of your feet.
I did. Unacceptable. This is how Trump's treating troops. Okay, yeah, blah blah blah. This is all a bunch of horseshit. They're just whining, which is
hold on. No. This is more about California than fucking Trump. They're suing Trump on them actually getting the National Guard there in the first place.
But like
now they're refusing to house them.
Even when Gavin Newsom made this post about these Marines, everyone knew that it's just fucking virtue signaling for whatever.
Oh yeah,
they think they're virtue signaling for. It's vapid as fuck.
Like, you think that can we say that word? Can we say the F word?
Oh, I did mute the Harry Sisson, and that's why I don't see any of this shit.
Can we say the F word on here?
We say it all the time.
Say what?
Yeah, you think this faggot really cares about the soldiers?
No, he doesn't.
Yeah.
Nah.
So Gal sent Count Dangulus tweet. I don't think sleeping on the floor will bother a literal soldier too much. No, not at all.
And she kind of,
And you see, Gal here, former Marine. Bah ha ha. I slept on bleachers, the ground, even a 7-ton tire. I was like, she slept on a tire before. Yes, while it was on a vehicle. This is just SOP at times. I don't know what I'm retarded.
This is just.
I think I should know what that means.
I should know what this means.
Yeah.
Too, retarded.
You catch Z's when and wherever you can while serving because you never know what will happen next. That little twink wouldn't understand or be able to handle it. This is all coming from a 5'1" woman. He's a pussy.
Yes.
Oh,
Amen,
standard
Gal.
of operation. Fuck me. I knew what that was.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is standard of operation. Yeah.
And then what's this other one?
Gal, you're 5'1". I thought you were shorter.
Shorter than 5. There's not much shorter after 5'1".
I'm just doing a shade.
There's anything below 5'1" is called free parking.
Almost.
Oh, isn't it 4'8"?
It's no. So I think it's 4'10", maybe 4'11".
Oh yeah. Okay. Yeah.
So and then Shock, you sent this one.
Yes.
Which restaurant is this? They should be honored. These workers at this Mexican restaurant in downtown LA deserve a massive thank you for helping the deputies recover from injuries in the riots downtown. These are likely hardworking legal immigrants. These are the people we appreciate and want to protect. Immigrants who came here to LA, set up a business, pay taxes, and care about our officers because they keep them safe. Protesters, rioters need to stop equating all immigrants with illegal criminals. They are not the same. But yeah, okay. That's
a little off the rails at the end, but I really agree in the first part.
Yeah, I agree. I saw this footage and they're like,
oh,
we don't need music.
Oh wait, wrong restaurant.
But like, yeah, I saw like she was like dumping milk on someone's face or something. It's like,
get this man a horchata stat.
maybe it was a horchata.
That sounds great, man.
Because they got tear gassed. But
oh my god, did you see the reporter get shot by the rubber bullet?
I did.
I saw so much shit. I like forgot.
It's so funny.
The people and like I couldn't tell. Like people were like talking about it. And I was like, "Are you worried or not?" I can't tell. Like,
no, she was fine.
Oh, she was totally fine. But like,
She's
people
like,
were like trying to make a big deal out of it.
Oh my god, you saw a reporter. It's like no one cares. No one cares, dude.
Shock's got to see what's her name get the door closed on her. He has to see that video.
Who? What? Who got the door closed?
The black lady in California. For her name.
What?
Oh, the mayor or whatever.
No, what's her name? Someone
Karen-
chat out.
The
me.
mayor of LA.
Karen Bass.
Karen Bass.
No.
Oh. Carol. White.
The really fucking ugly one.
Yes.
Maxine
Someone got a door
Waters?
closed on me.
Maxine
Someone
Waters.
Maxine Waters.
Oh, isn't she from like?
I thought she's California.
No, she's not California. She's like
Oh,
East
okay.
Coast.
My bad.
She's like East Coast. Where's she from? Fuck,
So, just real quick, let's check in on something a clip that recently came out.
Oh no, she's
California.
California. I'm sorry, she's one of the representatives. Yeah, you're right.
This is
She's
in
one of the
front of
representatives.
the Capitol building or something out there in LA.
Let's go. Agree.
They're screaming, "Fuck
Yeah.
Karen Bass." They don't like you either, you dumb bitch. Like,
Well, she's.
but then how do
letting
these people? Like these people that go to these protests don't like these people.
But like
And the
she's
people on the right
letting
don't
you.
like them. But how do they keep winning elections?
Well, it's the
Yeah,
same reason
that's a
why
great
we
question.
keep vote. We all vote R no matter who. We all vote red no matter what. You know, like
Not
it's
true.
the same shit. Yeah, it is. It's like even if you don't like the R, you're not gonna vote the D, and then you're just not gonna vote.
I didn't
because
vote.
The D
Yeah,
wins.
exactly.
Well, the D wins.
Maybe
the D
I
wins
guess
regardless.
in California. Okay, sure.
That's what I'm saying. Like those matter.
Okay, you
We
know
all
what? You're
do
right.
it.
There's probably more principled people on the right than there is on the left. I will give you that. That's how that happens.
But it is all the same shit, though. You all just vote. your
I have a
color no matter
confession,
what.
people. I didn't fucking vote for Carrie Lake because I think she's a dumb twat.
Wow, and this is why you're California junior.
Get your ass out of Arizona.
Sorry. Arizona's so hot. dude.
After her fucking like crazy for being ran by the fucking cartels and all this stuff happened, and then nothing happened except for that one dude lost his job. I'm like,
Yeah, but you're right. You're right. Have that the other crazy bitch in. What's her fucking name?
The one who stayed at home all day. Yeah, that
The one
bitch.
you're
so
rubbing her now.
this was for the Senate race,
Oh, okay.
and
I'm confusing two different races. Yes.
Oh, yeah,
no,
yeah.
fair enough. This was for the Senate race, the most recent one.
Yeah.
And was it Mark Kelly or was it it was the other guy. It was Ruben, whatever. It does. Arizona elections are fucked anyways when it comes to the big positions.
They're all fucked, dude.
They- Arizona's the ones they're still counting up to 2 weeks, right? They take forever.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's forever, dude.
Fucking embarrassing.
It was. It's just like California.
Somehow
All the
we
elections are frauds.
somehow we get more advanced, but we're taking forever to count votes. I don't know.
So something that I just so happened to conveniently bookmark earlier.
Wait, hold on. Wait, I want to bring this up before you go. That was funny when I brought you backstage the Matt Walsh thing, and you played it dumb. Like I had no idea what I was talking. Like you had no idea what I was. I'm saying it wrong. Like you played dumb. Like you had no idea what I was talking about. I wanted to bring that up quick for you.
I'll do that.
Yeah, Stag's a bitch. We know.
I keep my topics a little close to the close to the chest. And it's just for reactions on the show. That's
I just had to bring that up, but Shock doesn't want to get back into him. Yeah,
because
I don't want to fucking talk about him.
Fuck Matt Walsh.
Dom was talking about the Matt Walsh tacos fiasco, which the first, as Shock said, the first sentence is correct. It does not mean it's like pizza, right? Like pizza, it's all the same.
Well, Italian food's all the same. It's carb, cheese, and tomato sauce.
Hey, watch your mouth.
Sounds like Mexican food.
Yeah, it's all the same thing. Yeah, it's great. You're retarded. You don't like good food. Jeez, what a loser.
So I pulled this clip.
This guy eats probably canned chicken salad.
This is from the California State Assembly, where they're voting on a bill just from, what is it, May 28th or something? Yes, May 28th. And this is kind of a precursor to what's going on this weekend in the City of Angels.
It's James Gunn.
Assemblymember DeMaio, you were recognized.
Mr. Speaker, I rise in strong opposition to AB 930. It does not modernize the way people vote. It adds the ability for non-citizens to serve as recount board members. I'm not sure why a non-citizen should have any business serving on a board overseeing a U.S. election.
So that is what this bill passed, so that now the illegal immigrants can oversee California elections.
Not to like agree or align with Hillary Clinton in any way, shape, or form.
Be careful.
Yeah, I know. Weren't our fucking voting machines like made in the Dominican Republic? Like,
yeah.
There's been foreign intervention in elections for years, man.
Yeah. I don't know why every state hasn't just figured out what Florida did.
See, like Dom was saying, like, oh, don't we have technology and stuff? And it's like, I think we want to advocate for less. Just fucking count that shit by hand, dude. But then it's like, oh, well, who's counting it by hand? It doesn't matter anymore.
Well, we got multiple people count by hand.
How come there's no space between assembly and member?
It's a good question. Gal, are you still there?
I hope Tiff's not here. I don't want her to feel vindicated. I don't see a problem with it because I can comprehend it anyway.
She's reading Jurassic Park right now, and she's criticizing the author for making mistakes. Like she don't miss.
I thought someone said that book had a lot of errors though before she started reading it. I thought Kratos.
Probably Kratos because he's read a bajillion times.
Yeah. All right, so we'll let this guy keep talking here.
That's not how people vote.
Because there's something funny that happens
in America. I don't know where you hang out, but it's not where people vote. How most people vote that I talk to on both sides of the aisle.
Mr. DeMaio, just a moment. Mr. Berman, state your point of order, please.
Hello. I asked my colleague from San Diego not to hurl insults at fellow assembly members on the assembly floor.
Oh my god, we're crying.
What?
We're bitching
What?
and crying.
He didn't call anyone a name. He didn't say he's
No,
like you idiots are gonna
San
vote for this.
Diego's
He
base.
didn't
Let's
say
fucking go.
shit. Like
Fucking go.
that guy's I don't know where he got that from. He's a
That's
fucking
so-
nut job and he should lose his job.
Oh yeah.
Let's see if there's anything else.
Hurl
Excuse me, Mr.
Who the fuck
DeMaio.
says hurl
Mr. Berman,
insult?
your point is well taken. Mr. DeMaio, please use decorum.
Nothing happened. He didn't
I think
say anything.
most-
So good.
Oh god. California.
California sucks.
San Diego's lit, bro.
There was something recent about San Diego. I can't remember. I can't remember it exactly. So this is kind of the image that just like kicked off everything. Would you guys agree?
Oh yes.
Oh no, it was the one with the fire. It's him on top of the fire, dude.
But this
So
this
this
was before, I think.
Because that
Right.
was
the fire's actually there's a fire actually over here.
But like it was when the media saw him on top of the Cybertruck not Cybertruck. That was
Oh
later.
no, that's later. That's
Toyota.
this is
No, my bad.
Saturday.
My
the
bad.
Waymos are Sunday. We'll get to the
Yeah,
Waymos.
yeah. So
That's
this was
Sunday.
first.
I'm
No, not the Tesla. My bad. The Toyota, the white Toyota.
the Waymos.
Okay.
Those were Sunday. Yeah,
Oh, that
we'll
was
get
Sunday?
to those.
Oh,
Yeah,
shoot.
there's a little bit of this was the first major image that came out from this weekend. And you there's a bigger one that I think has been doctored a little bit if you ask me. But this is it. You've got this guy on his dirt bike in the middle of the intersection waving this Mexican flag with a fire burning over off to his side here and just smoke billowing like crazy. So yeah, this was kind of when I noticed that I was like, oh, shit's happening. We've got people that are holding up foreign flags, which is a big talking point. I don't know why they're doing the foreign flag thing. Like this one. This is another famous image from this weekend. That was from the same day, just later that evening.
Oh, we find some. I'm just looking for something after, huh? Come on, where are I?
So yeah, like waving foreign flags, yeah, fuck that shit. This is America, right? But the thing is that America and Mexico used to be very what's the word? They would coincide with each other. They were, you know what I mean? They used to have an actual like relationship. They used to trade with each other. Borders were, for the most part, open. It was very safe in Mexico. Mexico had a decent economy because we let them drill our oil because they didn't know how to, right? So Mexico and California actually had a good relationship for a long time. And culturally, they had a lot in common and they were actually neighbors. This isn't just some like foreign country to America. Like this Mexico are actual allies to America, like back in the 90s and the early 2000s, which all that got fucked by Obama. And so what you have now is that Mexico is not like livable anymore. They all want to come to America anyway. And then that's what's borderline getting into terrorism at this point because they refuse to go to the country that's fucked up. So they go to the neighboring country and try to fuck our country up to be as corrupt and evil as theirs is.
Yeah,
all because of Obama and all the Fast and the Furious shit, feeding drug cartels and making the Mexican cartel more powerful than it should have been. Like America will go through the depths to like kill Al Qaeda, but they can't stop a Mexican cartel. Like kiss my ass.
That's the most frustrating thing is that these people, they run from the country that they were in because it was terrible, and they come here. And then they're raising the flag that they from the country they ran from.
There's a part of me that wonders how many of them are actually illegal immigrants and how many of them are just kids that are one or two generations removed.
Kids, because their own kin, their own grandparents and parents disagree with them.
Yeah,
We
so
saw the Mexican restaurant helping the ICE troops. Like it is the younger generation that is being fed Marxist bullshit.
I know someone whose grandfather came over here legally from Mexico, right? And he did not teach the family Spanish. And he said because they were better than those wetbacks. And he lived in Sonoma, California. So like he was in the thick of it and everything. But he was like, we're Americans now. We're not Mexicans. And I feel like that's pretty common with the immigrants that come here legally. But for some reason, their children aren't picking up on that. And it's probably because of the dumb stuff that the media pushes about your fucking identity and all this gay shit.
It's because, you know what, bro? It's because they sent them to college instead of telling them, hey, you can do pavers with daddy and make fucking $100,000 a year.
Let's be honest, that's
with
not
no
much in California.
with no debt.
Yeah, that's
well, you don't have to do it in California. I'm talking like Texas, because a lot of those Mexican families, they call themselves Texans. Nah, we're Texans. Like I'm third generational Texan because my great grandpa came here, and I'm American from Mexico. I'm a Texan. I love Texas. You know, you have a lot of those identities too.
Like I wouldn't be surprised if this dude holding this flag was a citizen.
Oh yeah, I think the young ones are.
He's just an idiot.
Oh wait, the picture you were just showing. Did you see what happened after after what happened? He raised that flag
with the dirt bike. No.
Yeah. Click on the link.
Oh, I got it.
I
Gavin Newsom.
Apparently, this really happened. I mean, I don't. Some people claim it's not real.
AI would never lie.
I'm gonna turn the volume down just a touch.
Is there music? I can't remember. Yeah, there is.
Kicked his ass. You're going home, bitch.
Oh my god,
Yo.
I want to see that in an anime.
Freedom is the
I don't know if that's real or not. Maybe we need the fact checkers to let us know.
Yeah, we need a fact check.
A fact check? I got
fact check.
I got you.
Thank you, Shaq. I knew you'd have my back on.
Yeah.
But, not frustrating thing. All these politicians, like that bit. I can't. What's her name? The one we just said, and Gavin Newsom. They have no idea why Trump's bringing the National Guard or the military. Apparently, they're not seeing any violence. I don't know why are they bringing guns and threatening us?
Oh well, they said like it escalated as the announcement of state troops came in. It's just like
these fuckers are setting cars on fire. They're throwing rocks over the overpass onto cars.
Bro, I have
are you fucking
people who
kidding me?
can't work, dude. I have literally a Mexican and a fucking Indian dude who can't work tomorrow, so we had to rearrange our fucking schedules so that they can have a job and take care of their families.
Like it's even affecting poor Shocker. He has to fucking.
I'm just gonna have stuff playing in the background. You guys keep talking.
I gotta work tonight so that someone can have a job tomorrow.
On.
So this was the first night, and when they started burning down buildings. Like, okay, doesn't make it make sense. Other people's fucking businesses and shit again.
Yeah, they just need bread, like AOC says.
Yeah, they're just trying to get some bread, dog. Good.
Like just proof of what I was just saying, of this bitch saying like she has no idea why they're bringing.
No.
Oh, in the video I just put in the chat, not this video. Sorry, chat. If you're.
Hold on.
Yeah, we done. No big deal. No rush.
Oh yeah. So I've got her as part of another section here.
Oh, okay. If you want to save it.
So like, gonna go through the clips from the riot and stuff. And then we'll go through the talking heads and what the politicians were saying and shit.
Yeah.
This is actually kind of, so this got put in the wrong thing, but this is another clip. Listen to what the news is saying here. Hold on.
large group of people. It could turn very volatile if you move law enforcement in there in the wrong way and turn what is just a bunch of people having fun watching cars burn into
Having fun.
Watching cars burn.
Having fun.
This is like
He said
literally.
if we bring in law enforcement, it will make it worse.
Yeah, that's what they've been saying. Oh, yeah, if you bring law enforcement, National Guard, it's just gonna entice them more. Like they're giving an excuse to these people that act like animals.
What was the buzz term again? Violent but peaceful. Peaceful but fiery or whatever. What was this shit?
Yes, fire. Yeah. We've got more of that.
This is 2.0. Fiery but peaceful.
Like when you guys see cops in real life, does that make you guys want to cause violence?
Usually,
cops?
Oh, bro. Usually, I see people rooting for the cops every time.
No, I'm just
fucking...
going with their bullshit. What they're saying.
Everybody loves seeing a thug get his ass beat.
I don't think either way about the police. If I just see one, I don't like.
I
them.
mean,
I don't hate them.
There is no balance in the political spectrum, so it's just you're gonna see either way too much fucking authoritarianism or not enough, right? Like I don't want there to be violence and riots and shit, but I also don't want it to be a police state because I don't really have the best opinion on cops.
I hate the fact that they're talking about Insurrection Act and they're bringing in the military and all of that stuff.
I know they keep saying
I don't know what else they do, but like, and there's so many people. There's so many people begging for that, and we'll get into that later. Laura Loomer is a fucking idiot.
So is Margie Taylor Greene. I have my rant on her later.
Give California to the Chi-Coms. See how far the riots go. Then this is true. Hey, no, don't give because then Gavin Newsom will just ship all the homeless here. I don't want the fucking homeless.
And that's another aspect of it too. Can you imagine like if a bunch of Americans like if we did this in another country and we like planted our flag and caused chaos and fires and we're like what would they do to us?
Everyone hates.
Oh, that's not happening. There's no way that's happening.
Like if a bunch of Americans went to Mexico and like we just caused chaos and caused fires and throwing rocks and shit like that, like you think Mexico would just stand back and let it happen?
Nah, dude, like just having an American license plate, bro, you get like pulled over all the time. You have to give them $50 for no reason. It's like that old video where it's like, everybody hates America. All right. If you're ever traveling, just pretend you're Canadian. Just pretend you're from Canada.
I don't give a shit. I would tell them. I don't give a shit. I have some advantages though, maybe over most of you. Anyhow.
Oh, true. You're big boy.
So this is how someone from the left is seeing certain things. Let's do this one first, and then we'll go to the back. Let me get this, expand this, and we'll share. So watch, just
seeing some sort of smoke to help
this person here.
Try and keep those people from the gate here. Okay, so here we are. We're in the middle of the street here.
Oh wait,
you can see one person trying to stand right in front of this SUV here, but he's gonna.
He went and he put himself in front of the SUV.
Situation here.
This is the video I'm thinking
really
is. Yes.
This is against the law, people. No matter where you live, this is against the law. You literally cannot just stand in front of a vehicle to try and make it stop.
That's not true. It's only illegal in Florida because they had to say it twice. It's double illegal to be in front of a car while it drives.
On the gate here. Okay, so here we are. We're in the middle of the street here. You can see one person.
I saw this video from another
stand right in front of this SUV here, but he's gonna
get him.
It's just such a dangerous situation.
You know what's scary?
Here.
That's a Dodge.
And
so
it's really not going
to
do him any good to be standing there and possibly get ran over by agents. So here they are. They're on 9th Street now. Crowd is running alongside with these vehicles. And I pretty much guarantee it.
What is it? What does he think he's going to do?
Like he's going to stop the car? Like
wow! All right, let me widen out here.
Oh my God!
He got wide
we
now.
saw some eggs being thrown at the vehicle. Now he is just partly ran over by that SUV.
Like we're supposed to.
And there goes. Oh, it looks like a bike.
So this is what the left has to say about that.
Are you seeing a Fed agent run over?
Because that person put themselves in a position to get ran over by a vehicle in a manner that is against the law. They had no right to do that to a vehicle. They were impeding their progress. You were denying them the rights of fucking travel.
Yeah.
Or at least trying to. And this is what they think.
Like they have the right to hit people back.
That they think
they run over people back.
They think that people on the right celebrating that car, trying to get through traffic and do its job, is celebrating the government literally treading on somebody.
That dumbass put himself in that fucking position.
Yes. This is a massive gaslight. This guy is this guy's probably he's a fucking Warriors fan. He's definitely insufferable.
Does he have pronouns in his bio?
Oh.
No pronouns.
6 championships. Yeah. Splash Brothers, they them.
Warriors fans are the fucking worst.
Gay. They're gayer than Laker fans.
I had Warrior fans since 2016.
Or you know what? Yes, Warriors fans are gayer than Lakers fans. They're almost as bad as Cowboy fans.
Oh
my God.
I hate Cowboy fans. I once had a UL inspector be a Cowboy fan, and we were breaking some rules, so I legit pretended to be a Cowboy fan. So he would write us up.
Can't blame me, chat, for the sports talk there.
Black guy with an afro with a little hydro flask with a cowboy star on it. And I'm like, this is Dak's year, baby. And he's like, boy, when I saw you, I knew you was a cowboy. I just knew. I had a good feeling about you. I'm like, that's right. This is our year, baby. We're gonna make it.
It's always their year.
Deserve a raise.
This is an interesting point.
Oh no!
Yes, Cowboys fans are like Raiders fans. You've got a high propensity for felonies in both parties.
How dare
Same
you.
with Lakers fans.
Hold on, no, hold on. That's changed. Do you know who the most degenerate felon fan base in the NFL is? I'm gonna let you all guess. No, Dom, what's your guess?
Wait, the Saints.
Nope.
No, I'm gonna say Jets.
No. It's the Rams. Fucking Inglewood. There's fights in Inglewood. Every Rams game, there's a fight. There's more fights in the Inglewood Stadium than there ever was at the A Stadium.
My next guess was Seattle, just because it's a shithole. But yeah,
how dare you? It's only a shithole now. It wasn't a shithole 5 years ago. God. Oh, Eagles is a good one.
Eagles is solid. Yeah.
I respect the Eagles, bro. Like kicking the shit out of Santa. That's kind of based.
why didn't I guess that? That I feel kind of shitty not guessing that.
See, they have respect though. They've been there for years, dude. There's people who like don't even buy a house because they'd rather have season tickets for the Eagles that they've had for years. The Rams are such a new fan base that like everyone's bandwagon towards them. So then, it's so bad. Rams fans are so retarded. I genuinely hate you if you're a Rams fan.
Cooper Kupp's old.
I love Cooper Kupp. He's a fucking Seahawk now. Let's go. JSN, Cooper Kupp. I'm so psyched.
You ain't worried he might be a little washed?
Well, JSN is young and electric. He's the deep threat, and Cooper Kupp's going to be the possessive receiver. It's perfect.
Dude, it was like the last playoff game that the Rams played, and Kupp ran like something like 12 miles before getting a catch.
Bro, he fucking like he like a ACL like twerk, bro.
He did get fucked up last year, didn't he?
He should not have came back at all. He's a stud. I love him.
Anyhow, that's for a few months from now where we'll continue to talk more football. But here's a video clip. We got the traditional hands up, don't shoot thing going on, I guess. I don't know. I don't know exactly what's happening here. But
I know you want to.
Oh, I've seen this video.
They're coming out.
Coming out.
Boom, 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 boom. Let's go. Bullets. Rubber bullets. That was beautiful. That was beautiful.
I didn't know that's how that was going to go down. Okay.
Yeah,
That was funny. That was fucking funny.
Yeah. Look at they wrote this on. They wrote bitches, and then who's running away like bitches.
That was awesome. The first night.
Oh man.
Does anyone else kind of want to get shot by a rubber bullet?
Do I want to?
I mean, if it's anything like an airsoft.
Depending where.
Some of those airsoft ones are big, like the ones that you like soak with the water and shit.
Johnny Knoxville took a beanbag at like
Yes, I remember.
no distance at all.
Yeah, I know. It was like
fucking point blank.
It was barely like 10 feet away. Dude. It's just like right there.
Wait, did you take it to the nuts?
Yes.
Did you see Jackass the movie?
Wasn't it? Yeah, it was moving.
Been a while
It
since I've
was
seen it.
I think it was moving.
So
yeah.
they shot him with a shotgun beanbag.
Yeah.
And like the guy was standing like right fucking next to him when he shot him, and it hit him really pretty damn close to his dick.
It was wild.
But that looked way more painful than those rubber bullets did.
It did.
So okay. And this is from last night. So this is the first time we had this. We've got the Basketball Americans out there doing their thing.
Basketball Americans.
Hitting up the shoe stores.
Ah.
Oh yeah.
Hey. Peaceful protest.
I don't know why they waited until Sunday to start looting, but here we are. This dude also has an iPhone that's like 7 years old.
Stack, I'm putting this is the video I want. You can show whenever you want. This is the video I want to show Shock later on. Or whenever you want to show it.
I won't look at it then.
Oh, okay. I will put that in the just in case if I don't have it in my news coverage thing, I'll put that over here. Not there. There. And then let's see what else. Okay, so that was the looting, and then we got this. Well, let's push this back because we do have a story to tell.
Tell us a story.
Where is it? Oh, okay, so this was the first night again, and this is where some trends started happening.
Oh my god, I saw this.
Mostly peaceful.
Yeah, mostly peaceful. Oh wait, you paused it? Okay.
Yeah, I paused it.
Yeah.
I just want to know which one of them volunteered to use their Jeep for this.
Oh shit! What the fuck?
What did you think was gonna happen?
Dude,
Also,
some like Goldman Sachs.
Okay, I thought maybe that was.
Oh shit!
Yes.
What the fuck?
Yeah, I want to know who the rich fucker was that donated their
Oh yeah.
Jeep.
Some bank
barbecued
daughter for sure.
I wasn't even there. car. It's probably their mommy and daddy's car.
Oh yeah, 100%.
Now I don't know if we're like. There's no way like these protests like they just come together. Like this is organized by a higher
We'll get there.
Okay,
We'll
I'm
get
jumping
there.
ahead. Okay.
I like where you're going, but we'll get there.
Okay.
Then we had this on Sunday. This was fun. This affected Shaka Zulu's life.
Probably.
We're just walking down the 101.
Yeah, this is why like no one hardly showed up for my baby shower.
This technically didn't happen to Sunday, and your baby shower was on Saturday, so
Yeah.
I didn't hear anything about freeways getting blocked.
I was
on Saturday.
No, they did though, dude. Like the entire 10 and 55 and
Yeah.
91 were completely blocked off.
It was probably because they had blocked off traffic on surface roads, and you
Dude, I
couldn't
don't
get
know
out. You couldn't get
what
off the
happened.
fucking freeway.
Dude,
I was
I don't know
watching-
what happened.
I was watching Corporate Crest. Yeah, Jeremy's been covering this. And he was
Well,
saying
hi Ariel, who
Yeah.
doesn't say hi to
They
me.
are- yeah.
How goes the meme shock? Huh?
Oh shit, I have to make her a meme. I'm so sorry. I have not been home in
God
like
damn it, Chuck.
forever. I know. I'll try to make it.
And this is a good point. Surprised we're not seeing any Palestinian flags.
Very
Not the
true,
current
man.
thing right now. Is the 101 the main highway in California?
Dude, there's so many.
No.
Oh,
It just
in LA.
in LA, yes.
Yes. Okay.
In
that was-
LA, the 101 and the 5 or what?
Sorry, my monitor's being
Oh,
weird.
yeah.
I had a power outage today. All of my shit is out of whack.
So all the
Your camera-
normal people live off of like the 10 or the 60 in like San Bernardino.
Yeah.
Which is why everyone who like lives in LA, you live in LA because you want to live in LA. I'm sorry. Like I understand like everyone who's like I had to get out of California and they make you feel like a piece of shit because you can't afford to leave California or you have you know what I mean? Like the Tim Pool shit, like fuck that. But if you can't afford to leave California, I get it, but you can't afford to live in LA. Like you have to move out of LA. You live in the suburbs and work in LA. You know what I mean? Like no one can not afford to leave LA. It's too expensive. You live in San Bernardino County or Riverside or Corona, off the 10, off the 60, off the 91. All three of those main freeways meet to the 101, and the 101 is basically what LA is.
Yeah. Well, it's kind of the same thing in New York. Like I would love to get out of New York. My job's keeping me here.
Yeah, but you're saying I can't afford to leave Manhattan. It's like,
Well, I'm not in Manhattan.
Exactly.
Yeah.
That's the thing. They're like, oh, I'm stuck in Manhattan. It's like, well, okay, maybe you work in Manhattan, but you can leave Manhattan. You're stuck in New York. I get it, but you're
Yeah.
choosing to live in the overpriced, terrible areas.
I mean, I'm sure if I really tried, like, it's always the debate. Like, I feel like I want to get out of here. Like, it's not worth it. Like, it's time to eventually leave.
I'd rather live in California than New York. Like I've said that forever.
Well, I mean,
I
a
would
little,
too. Not that
a
I'm
little
bad.
biased. I mean, if Static said that, yeah, I can.
The beach. It's the beach.
I've been to
We
New
have,
York.
we have beaches here too.
I don't
Not
know,
like this.
bro. Our beaches are beautiful.
Dude, I'm
Oh yeah, I
the
mean,
waves.
Our beaches are
Surfing.
shitty.
The beach.
The women,
Eh,
the dudes with
maybe in
tits.
Huntington. Maybe in Huntington. The women in Huntington, maybe.
We have women here.
Bro, our dudes with tits are great.
See, that's why you stay south and you don't go north.
Yeah.
Fuck it. Yeah.
We have the best pizza here.
Agreed.
True. I need good
Fuck Los
pizza.
Angeles and fuck all their sports teams.
Dude.
Yeah.
There's so many Blaze pizzas here. I fucking hate it.
You know who owns Blaze?
I know. Freaking
I fucking-
LeBron.
LeBron James owns Blaze Pizza. He can
He
get
sure
fucked.
does. I
Is he
hate him.
really?
Yes.
Yes, he does.
Oh my god.
He's a part owner, but yeah.
Same thing. 1% is too much.
I don't. So like, I don't know about where you guys live, but like those Blaze Pizza, we got Blaze Pizza, Mod Pizza, and like a bunch of others
Yeah.
that are, and it's like the pizza of Subway, right? little better ingredients than a Subway would, but it's all the same shit. Like they get all their food from all the same places, and it's like all the same exact pizza no matter what you order. And I don't like those places. I'm just they charge you extra for a fucking different type of experience. That's not worth it.
I concur.
Yeah.
So we had this happen the other day. Unfortunately, this isn't the video that I thought I had, but look at
when
these
they draw the
cars.
rocks.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They're mostly
I don't have the videos of them actually throwing the rocks, but there is video out there of them.
They threw a fucking scooter, dude.
Yeah, and they pelted a cop in the head with the rock.
Mostly peaceful throwing rocks.
Exactly.
And
Hardly.
these are cops that are below them, right? Like they weren't even like on the same level. They were down on the freeway. They were no threat to them as a person. And they're just throwing rocks at them.
They can fucking kill them.
Yes, attempted murder for sure.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to think of the right word. Don't mind. I'm just looking for the video where I can show you guys the rocks being thrown.
And then for some fucking reason, which I found out recently.
Oh wait,
they decided to take it out on Waymos. Like, so I guess what happened here is somebody ordered like
rubber rocks,
Waymos, and if you just stand in front of it, it won't move. And they just destroyed the shit out of it, just cause.
Wow. The corporations do so much for you liberals, and you take them for granted.
So Waymo has pulled out of Los Angeles.
Yeah, and they set them on fire. These cars.
Yeah. I've got more footage.
And like the I was
here.
watching this. Jeremy was covering this. Like and the media was like worried for their life. Like, oh my God, they're sitting next to the car. Don't they know how dangerous it would be? Fuck them.
Why does it say? Why did they put WAP on that? What? They not? I don't understand the Italian slur. I don't know.
Don't ask me. Apparently, I'm not a real Italian, according to you guys.
This is true. I need an Italian for the show.
Is there an Italian in the chat?
So let's see. What else do we got here before we move on to the next part? That's pretty much it. I just wanted to show this one meme here. That is pretty.
There's something that Kel wrote. Shout out to Yo Pops. He's been streaming.
Oh yeah,
Yo Pops is awesome.
I saw some of his streams.
Oh yeah.
And just to set the record straight, it wasn't Santa Monica, it was Pasadena. All right.
It was you lived in Pasadena?
No. Gals Missing Bush says Static fell in love with the tranny he met in Santa Monica once. It was not Santa Monica. They were from Pasadena.
Oh, that's even worse. The Santa Monica tranny can afford plastic surgery at least.
Probably true.
Yeah.
So yeah, we've got this meme here. Oops. We have the insurrection versus the peaceful protest once again.
That's always been my argument, dude, where it's like why are you ruining normal people's lives versus you should actually destroy the government's property, which there's no such thing as the government's property. Like it's supposed to be for taxpayers.
It's our property. The government doesn't own anything. The government shouldn't own anything.
This is like a sport to these people. They love doing it. I mean,
you know what, dude? That is spot on. That's exactly what this is. It's riot season, is what it is.
Oh yeah.
Summer of Love 2.0.
Yep.
And they're also they're also getting paid too by someone, right?
So yeah. So you brought okay. Now you keep bringing up all these things, Dom.
Yes, I'm jumping all over the place.
And so you bring up Summer of Love 2.0. Have you heard of the nokings.org website?
No. Did it get taken down?
So no. So this is someone saying that this needs to be shut down. Check out the nokings.org. This is coordinated events going on June 14th, this coming Saturday.
I heard about
and
this.
these people are violent radicals. So like here's a bunch of protests that are being planned. They've even got some going down in Mexico. Down in Mexico.
Some
So
safe in the middle of the country. In Dermy country, is it?
their website here is in America, we don't do kings. They've defied our courts, deported Americans, disappeared people off the streets, attacked our civil rights, and slashed our services. The corruption has gone too far. The corruption has gone too far. Okay. No thrones, no crowns, no kings.
Kings.
And so they're talking about this is their thing. So I went and I'm like, oh, well, let's take a look-see. It was like, let's check out my area here. I forgot, how did I zoom in? So I looked so I figured, I was like, okay, they're probably going to have something in downtown Mesa, right? So I'm like, okay, this is kind of it.
Saying where he lives. Doxing.
So it's over. Good luck finding me. I don't live near this place. So it's off of Southern Avenue and Stapley Drive. That is a heavy Mexican area where I go there and I get racismed. Because if I go into the brown grocery store, they don't like it.
Would they say, "Hey, white boy"?
You can't go to the
I get the looks. It's very unfriendly. Now the cashier registers are usually.
I think
they think in line that have been weird.
They probably think you're just guapo.
I have people like they're literally like trying to like get in front of me in line while I'm trying to pay people and shit.
Aren't you German?
Somewhat, yes.
Then German. You own them.
Oh, is that how that works?
Yeah, that's how it works. You're like, I'm German.
And
I gave you the accordion.
Vince, this is coming up later. Yes. Static's address is 12345 White Guy Drive.
I knew it.
Yeah, Arrow's gonna find you now. That's what she
is.
She's
the whitest guy drive.
Gonna send you death threats.
And hello, Paul Hadouken.
Paul
Hadouken. What's up, my man?
But yeah, they don't.
Chicago safe.
I don't think so.
What's that?
I don't think so.
Chicago safe.
Oh, I doubt.
I don't think so, man.
Now, if you go in my area, it's a nice big blob of circles.
Yeah.
So there's the no king shit, and this is all across the country next Saturday. Now, I don't think like a lot of things are gonna pop off. In certain areas, you might get some shit. Did you guys even know that things are going off in New York over the weekend?
I did not.
Yeah,
more New York news.
There was attacks on some ICE facility in New York.
Oh, man.
They were protesting at Trump Tower today. It was nothing too big, but they were in the lobby. They kicked them out. Even my dad delivers in the city. He said he saw some shit. Like the Trump Tower is blocked off.
Dang, it's crazy.
So now we'll listen to. We're not going to listen to this first full clip, but we'll listen to the politicians and what the talking heads have been saying about all this stuff. Are we talking heads? I don't think so.
Maybe.
I guess so.
I don't feel like a talking head.
I identify as a talking head.
Is it a by definition, yeah, but as a slur.
By definition, I think yes, we do qualify, but I'm just a bullshitter on the internet.
I talk out of my ass.
Yes, I am an anus talker. There you go.
Bunch of bobbleheads.
Talking anus. So let's listen to what Mr. Gavin Newsom here has to say. Like I said, not watching this whole thing. This is 5 minutes long.
I mean, you're seeing these authoritarian tendencies now are being acted out by this administration.
No, following the law is not authoritarian. They're just doing what's supposed to be done.
Yes, because you're not
And
doing your job.
even so, like nothing happened. Like no, like he was gathering he did this interview. I want to say yesterday. Yeah, it was yesterday at 7:30 p.m. whatever fucking at Los Angeles time. I guess I don't know. Or at least that's when it aired. The National Guard, I don't believe, had been deployed at that point in time. So, okay.
And we're case in point as it relates to nationalizing, federalizing the National Guard, threatening now to put in Marines. So I hope these people would pause and just consider. Now, some of them, they want that kind of chaos. Some ways, they're adjacent to where Donald Trump is. But the peaceful protesters, we want
Peaceful protesters. Point them out.
I'm sure there's a few of them.
I mean,
But
no, I don't.
Where?
The ones setting fires.
to keep them safe. We want them to exercise their fundamental rights. We want to keep those that are enforcing the laws in a respectful and responsible way also safe. But Donald Trump needs to pull back. He needs to stand down. Donald Trump is inflaming.
Yeah, I heard this. Yeah, this bullshit.
I don't know if
I think you're the
anything.
I think you're the flamer here.
Well, he has he has a thing. Hold on.
Conditions.
Yes.
This is Donald Trump's problem right now, and if he can't solve it, we will.
He continues to, as always, hit you hard publicly. Just 10 minutes ago, he put out another truth.
Just blow the guy. Come on.
Get on your knees.
Jesus.
Social telling you and the mayor to apologize to the people of Los Angeles. You guys go at it pretty hard publicly, but I know you talk privately. Have you spoken in the last couple of days to the president about any of this?
Yeah, we talked for almost 20 minutes, and this issue never came up. I kept trying to talk about L.A. He wanted to talk about all these other issues. We had a very decent conversation.
When was this?
This was late Friday night, I think about 1:30 plus his time.
After the protest had started?
After the protest, and he never once brought up the National Guard. He's a stone-cold liar. He said he did. Stone-cold liar.
Yeah.
Never did.
Because we could trust you, Gavin.
I don't believe either of you, so there.
Yeah.
It was a very civil conversation. I've always wanted to approach engagement with the President of the United States in a respectful and responsible way. But there's no working with the President. There's only working for him. And I will never work for Donald Trump.
Did you mention at all to him in that phone call on Friday night the types of raids that were happening in your state?
What's happening in L.A., he immediately pivoted to other interests and other things.
Do you think he was aware?
Yeah, like how's those Palisades rebuilds going, huh? I've heard those people are real happy with how everything's progressing. Anyhow, there's this one particular part that I want to get to.
Clearly, they were in the process of moving to these next steps because out of nowhere, just a few hours after that conversation, he moves to pull the trigger under this construct under Title 10 and then created and exacerbated the conditions that are persisting today.
This is your authority normally to deploy the National Guard here. Right. You did it. We were together after the fires, and those National Guard troops have been out all across Los Angeles working to rebuild and recover this city. How did you find out that the President of the United States was going to usurp your authority and deploy your National Guard here in California?
I got a call from a staffer. No heads up whatsoever. And again, we're here to support local law enforcement. There's a mutual aid process. Local law enforcement had no needs. They were out requesting any additional resources. I've got 100 now. I have 175 CHP officers, technically trained officers, tactical teams to address Donald Trump's mess. We're here to support local law enforcement, the sheriff's office, LAPD, but they didn't need that support. We made this up. This is a manufactured crisis in order to get under the tent to start to stretch credulity.
Does that sound familiar?
Oh, yeah.
Manufactured crisis.
Mm-hmm. Same reason why, like, I still can't believe people think like the media covers Trump. Like, the people who believe that are just beyond gone.
The cops really look like they had a great job of holding things down, did they, guys?
Dude, so
They
look, California cops, dude, in like Orange County or like Riverside or San Bernardino, they do not fuck around with like street racing. Like, they will crack down on street racing. They'll crack down. Like, look, I always tell this story, dude, how UCLA, remember UCLA where they the students demanded they boarded up the walls of the cafeteria and they did the protest for Palestine, and they demanded like Starbucks and food and breakfast and bagels, but they didn't want they didn't want bagels because they were Jewish. Right, so you have UCLA, and then
that's right. No bagels, yeah.
They said no bagels, right? And then you have Irvine, right? They have their little Palestine. They have their little Palestine protest. The security guards and the cops dragged all the kids. There was fucking videos of them grabbing tents with kids in it and just dragging them all out. They all got expelled. So in LA, dude, they purposely let this shit happen, man.
Yeah, so like what Small Time Republic is saying, he's correct. It is manufactured. They're manufacturing it. He's probably got some sort of like barrier thing.
Well, they pose themselves as progressive, and then they have to make themselves the solutions to the problems that they cause. And so now they can have that's what they do. They cause problems and they claim to be this. He does the same shit with homelessness. Like, this guy's been governor for California for years, saying he's going to solve homelessness, and it keeps getting worse. And he keeps getting reelected because of his new plan to help with homelessness.
How much did he help San Francisco when he was the mayor of San Francisco?
I don't even know what years those were. You'd have to ask someone else.
So the only reason I remember this is because I was actually living in California in 2008 when Obama got elected, and that was the same year California they reversed gay marriage and made it illegal, and he was the mayor of San Francisco at that time. And he's like, I can't believe for the first time ever we've taken away rights from people. And I was like, that is kind of dumb, but it's also kind of funny. Like,
yeah. It's kind of funny.
Do you guys think he has any shot at being president?
Absolutely.
So hold on. Let me. Okay.
Yeah.
I've been saying it for months. Everyone keeps making fun of me.
So Kel, thank you very much. You're very generous.
Hell yeah.
$20. And he said something amongst the lines.
Put it in your back pocket. And
he says just because no homo. So
thank you, sir. He put it right between your tits.
Now Kel's chance to request a video. Oh, that's the wrong show. Never mind.
Yeah.
No, that's what the Adam does on his show. I don't know if you watch
Adam. I might have to implement something like that for Thursdays. that might work really well for a show like pregame.
Yeah.
So I was. Oh yeah. Let's finish watching this clip here because he says something that will bring us back to Dom's question.
And to begin the process of moving inevitably towards a constitutional question and crisis around posse comitatus. And it's, I think, inevitable. That's where he's going.
Tom Homan, the border czar, said to me yesterday he did not rule out literally arresting you, nor Mayor Bass, if you interfere in his words. He said you hadn't yet.
He's a tough guy. Why doesn't he do that? He knows where to find me. But you know what? Let your hands off 4-year-old girls that are trying to get educated. Let your hands off these poor people. They're just trying to live their lives, man. Trying to live their lives, paying their taxes. Been here 10 years.
Illegally.
There's the fear, the horror. The hell is this guy?
They broke the law, and their parents broke the law.
Yeah. Come after me, arrest me. Let's just get it over with. Tough guy. You know, I don't give a damn. But I care about my community. I care about this community.
He cares about you, Chuck.
These guys need to grow up. They need to stop.
And Ariel,
and we need to push back. And I'm sorry to be so clear, but that.
So, back to your question about him being president. He wants to be arrested so fucking bad because that would shoot his star for his presidential chance. Because from what I understand, in the polls right now for the Democrats, he's like on the bottom for some reason, surprisingly enough.
Well, you know who else was on the bottom? Hillary Clinton. Kamala Harris.
Yes, Kamala Harris is on the bottom. I don't know about Hillary Clinton. How old is Hillary
She was not
Clinton?
She was not popular, dude. She was like third. It was like,
but I'm talking about
from-
I'm talking about the polls right now for who would be their next candidate.
Yeah, these were the polls in like 2014. It was Bernie, some guy from Texas. I forgot his name, and then Hillary. She was like third.
Well, I'll tell you what. I think I would rather have Gavin than AOC. Oh my god.
I think I'd rather have. You know what's so funny? I think Ryan Long had a stand-up thing about this, where like AOC would like just start so many fucking wars, dude.
Well, yeah. So I would rather AOC than
Me too. I'd rather AOC.
Because
you
no,
guys-
I'm an
I want people
accelerationist.
to feel the fucking communism they advocate
Yes.
for.
I'm an accelerationist.
Yes.
If we're gonna just fucking burn this bitch down, let's fucking
Let's
go.
do it. Yeah, let's fucking do it, man. Might as
And then
well.
hold on, I'm being accused of things.
Yeah.
Ariel says I'm not bringing up her
Yeah,
comments.
you have her banned.
I
Actually,
wanted to bring this up because the hunting homeless season sounds interesting.
Hunting homeless.
And then also I saw you mention something about how I don't play warships anymore. I'm sorry, I don't play warships anymore. I haven't.
I've
know what?
been wanting to
Last
play
night
warship.
Was the first time in like 3
I've been
weeks
playing
I
it. Me
booted
and
up
Daryl
a
been
video
playing it a
game.
lot.
And the only reason I even booted up that video game was because I have a limited amount of time to play it. By the way, check out the Hell Is Us demo.
Oh, I've been meaning to.
Dude, you have to fucking play it.
I know I need to. I still need to play Berserker.
And
the
you also have to
Berserker
play it.
game.
You might want to play it with a controller, unfortunately.
I don't want to do. I can't deal with the latency, dude. I can't.
Are you playing Expedition on keyboard?
Yeah. And I did it on hard mode, and doing fucking hard mode, fucking pussy. Like I'm on normal mode.
It
I'm
feels
just kinkier than you.
Hell Is Us feels a little weird on the keyboard. They specifically say, just like Expedition did, please use a controller. I don't have one right now.
Is it like a beat 'em up? Because you can't do. That's the only game I won't do on a keyboard.
Not a beat 'em up.
Is a beat. I won't do that. Souls I'll do. Or QTs I'll do.
It's a Souls Light.
Souls is fine. I do Souls on keyboard.
There is the stamina and there is the dodge, but like it's not brutal. Like it's not unforgiving, shall I say?
Yeah.
The Atom has gotten. What did I do? You have not.
Atom.
He has gotten
This
this.
is not
He's
happening.
gotten to you. I see it.
Static doesn't even have time to. Why would I finish that shithole of a game? and I determined that was a part of the Is It a Game series that it's not a game.
What? Which game was it again?
Dustborn. Dustborn is not a.
Oh
game.
yeah.
Dustborn is a choose your own adventure bullshit fucking QTE, not fun at all, and just obnoxious preaching at you the whole time.
Yeah.
You got a clip of Steve what was Steve doing this weekend? What show was Steve on this weekend?
Yeah. What's going
on? Was he on the pub? I might need to talk to him.
Uh-oh.
I might need to talk
No.
to
He
him.
was with us. He was playing Star Troopers with us. I think.
You guys were playing Saturday?
Yeah, we got the better brother.
Busy.
Nice.
Oh, go fuck yourself.
Dick.
Shock, when are you going to play Corruption of Champions 2 on Steam? I have no idea what that is.
Corruption of Champions.
As much as I want Newsom arrested or deported back to Europe with his citizenship taken away, I get your point why it will help him. Yeah, so it would help him. I don't think it gets him elected, but it would definitely boost his shine for a little while. So
now we need to go to the other bitch that I sent you.
oh, hold on. Well, we've got this bitch first. We've got this Baiana.
There's bitches everywhere.
And if the Latino in the chat could translate what a Baiana is, I would greatly appreciate it.
A mañana?
Oh no!
Oh no! Oh,
they know how quickly we mobilize. That's why they're changing tactics. Because community defense works and our resistance.
This is a councilwoman of yours, Shock.
Oh no!
See, we don't have this in New York.
And if they're escalating their tactics, then so are we. When they show up.
I don't think that's how that works. Usually, law enforcement has to escalate after the criminals that they're trying to go after have escalated. That's how that works.
Oh, bro. Hell yeah. It's a porn game. Ooh.
What hasn't she eaten, Ariel?
Oh, by the way, I was
it's
calling her.
It's a little furry, but not too furry. It's on the wish list.
Oh,
she might eat that. She might eat that microphone.
By the way, we all need to do a Peach Beach Splash stream one of these days.
Okay, a question.
Sure.
Gordita or torta?
So, gordita is kind of like an actual word that actually means fat woman.
Okay.
But torta is just funnier because it's more slang. It's more newer slang. It's kind of like Edgar. You know the word Edgar? You know what an Edgar is?
An Edgar suit?
No, the haircut. It's the
No, I have no idea.
it's the Mexican with the bowl cut. It's called an Edgar.
Oh, okay.
So torta's got just a newer slang. That's why it's funnier. But gordita's old. I think it's a pretty old word.
I know what a chunti is.
Yes. Chunti could also be used to be like it was installed ghetto-ly. You know what I mean?
I don't think that was a typo in Weasel's chat here.
She's calling her a tamale.
Yes.
Yeah.
When they show up, we gotta show up even stronger.
That's she didn't say anything. She's like, when they go strong, we go strong.
Yeah.
Like a shitty fucking 6th grade.
When they go ham,
basketball
I get a
coach.
triple decker sandwich.
Yeah.
You know what? Yeah, it might be closer to like 95% tortilla. Oh, and then I think it was Dom who said this. Might have been Shock. Just a little update. I did not have the clip of the guy who was throwing rocks.
I send that.
The guy who was throwing rocks at the ICE vehicles. But apparently they have identified the man hurling the large rocks at the federal law enforcement vehicles as they sped away from the chaos of the first day in the Los Angeles anti-rice riots. His house is being raided as we speak. So that's interesting. And then we've got, so kind of chronologically, this is how Dom wanted to wake me up this morning. He sends this.
I'm trying to remember this.
He sends me this schmuck. I haven't even listened to this. I don't. He could actually say something really profound here. I don't.
I think it was the other day.
Or
It wasn't today.
I thought this was today. Maybe it was yesterday. I don't know.
Yeah.
The reality is we see peaceful protests launching in Los Angeles. And again, any violence against.
We've already established. That's why we spent the first hour of this show watching all the other bullshit, because when it came to this.
Yeah. I can't stand this.
Officers should not be accepted. Local authorities can handle that.
This guy's borderline like Zuckerberg level robot.
Yeah. Dude.
You paused it on a great time too.
But remember, a lot of these peaceful protests are being generated because the President of the United States is sowing chaos and confusion by arresting people who are showing up for their immigration hearings, who are trying to abide by the law. The reality.
They're arresting people that are here illegally.
So, but for the showing up to their immigration hearings, which means you didn't pass. Bye, bitch. Like even if that is the case, one, are they late to the hearing? Have they it's very lacking of any information at all now, isn't it?
Just
there was that influencer guy, you know, the African dude that does the whole like hand point thing. I gotta find him.
And yeah,
It's coke, Ariel. And that's what's wrong with his eyes. It's coke.
Yes.
Cocaine.
And the whole peaceful protest crap thing. He said,
"Be happy it's not children."
Yes, Rosario Dawson's gay ex-husband. I did not know that they broke up. That does not surprise me at all. Rosario Dawson is a nut job as well. She's great in Daredevil, though.
Maxine Walters.
Crazy bitch.
Does the hard left have anything to do other than trying to pick a fight? They never put forth solutions. Yeah, they just don't want. I don't know what the fuck they want. They just don't want Donald Trump to do anything that he wants to do. I guess.
I mean,
I guess
that's pretty much
this is what we elected him to do for. This is where he won the presidential election. Pretty much in a almost as a landslide.
And then Ariel with the cliche here. Well, they're all Mexicans, and we know how lazy they are. Okay, all right. Let's go find. Okay,
my clips.
We'll start with this one. Oh, that's 3.5, almost 4 minutes.
Which one?
We'll do this one, and then let me find.
Is it one of mine?
Yeah.
I said 3.5 minutes.
Yeah, I just got to find them all. Okay, perfect. I got them lined up. So we'll start with this one here.
Oh yeah, this bit. Yeah, here we go.
And he's using deportation as a way to enhance his position with all of those right wingers out there.
It's not just the right wingers that are liking this, though.
Yep.
The country's going broke, and you just keep giving them more money.
We do not want this country to be a country of people coming from other places. It's outrageous. It is horrible. And we've got to make sure that we do everything that we possibly can. Because I think...
Is she in the Ozempic?
She might. They all are, bro. Jeez.
Like, it's time for the go. Like, how is someone like this?
It's either the
This
Ozempic.
Earth? What do you mean go?
I think he means not be elected.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so it's either Ozempic or like their adrenochrome supplies are running out, and because she just looks very hollow, like her face.
Dude, yeah.
He's up to creating martial law. He even alluded to
we got the National Guard here.
What do you think
National
about
Guard for what?
What do you think about the
For
National
what?
Guard being here, Trump deploying them and not our own governor?
Well, the thing about it is,
he's not doing his job.
It is.
I don't think she knows a damn thing about what she's talking about.
Nah.
I don't know why.
I don't know why they have gone.
Whom are they going to shoot, and for what? Are you going to shoot a kid running away just because they're afraid of them? Are you going to shoot a protester because you don't like what they're saying?
I'm just going to pull a bunch of shit out of my ass.
Why
Because it's going to sound victimized, and people will like that. I like
We're
to
a sanctuary
manipulate
city.
fucking
We know Trump
retards.
doesn't like us. We know that he's going to try to use us.
Oh, we've got retards too. I love retards. So this I think she's drunk. This is pretty early in the morning. I have a feeling she's already drunk. That seems to be a thing for you Californian politicians out there.
There's another video.
I love drinking in general, bro.
There's another video of her. Yeah,
I've got that one. That one's coming up
I
right
went
now.
shocked to see this one.
This one's pretty good. This one's fun.
Shock, you got one.
See, Ariel thinks so too. What high level drug is she on, and how do I get it?
Yeah, well,
that bitch is not sober.
It's called the blood of children.
Ariel, I thought you were a good
Not
little
their
girl.
blood. It's other stuff. Adrenochrome. It's the pineal glands. Anyhow, that's for a science lesson for another show. Probably not on this channel.
Damn. Rumble exclusive.
I want you to. Hello. Congresswoman Waters. I just came to use my congressional authority.
Dear
Check on
God.
David.
Ma'am, will lobby securely now to all visitors.
Excuse me, I need to get. I just came to use my congressional authority.
Hold on. This
Dear
bitch is
God.
winded. She's winded
I know.
walking up these stairs.
She too old.
No, I want you to. Hello. Congresswoman Waters. I just came to use my congressional authority to check on David.
Ma'am, will lobby securely now to all visitors.
Excuse me, I need to get in.
Contact our public appeal.
I need to get in.
My God. Oh my God. She's lost it. This woman's a psychopath. Jesus.
She's like,
She's
Congresswoman Waters, I need to
crazy.
use my congressional blah, blah, blah to get in.
I need my drugs.
Get fucked, you old bitch.
And she tried going for the door.
I need my drugs.
Wait, could you imagine that cancel woman walking up the stairs?
No.
Oh, that would be
Absolutely
great.
not, man.
Can we find some of that footage?
Jeez.
What are you hoping to do, Congresswoman?
I just
Dejected. Totally fucking dejected. So good.
What are you hoping to do, Congresswoman?
I just want to see David work. Right.
Oh,
so angry.
Would a congressperson normally be able to enter the...
Normally, yes.
What is
Yes. Well, there were some of the authorities, I don't know who they were, and I'm trying to get in to see David working, who they have arrested. He is the head of SEIU local union here. I don't know why he was targeted. I don't know what they're doing with him. I don't know whether they're going to deport him. I want to report back.
like now you mentioned, she doesn't look like she knows where she is. She has that Biden look.
She's, someone just said that. Fuck, are we looking at the female Biden here?
Oh, man. I didn't even realize they already put that in there, man.
If you say congressional authority, that's supposed to be like open sesame. That's what she thinks.
The black female Biden.
She also kind of looks like Bill Cosby.
Yes.
God, she does.
She looks like you said, like she's on something. She's fucking lost.
She's on something. She's wasted. Like
turn limits.
Yes, she's
how,
old.
How long has she been in office?
Fried.
I banned Ariel.
Dom, did you ban Ariel? I didn't ban Ariel.
Yeah,
I know that much, but I think you might have.
Can I do that? No. No,
I don't. I wouldn't even know how. Let's see, what other retard shit do we got here? Oh, we've got a clip here from ABC. I believe this was from the first night. Maxine Waters will be 87 in August.
What the? Is that true? I mean, I'm not.
Why would he lie?
Oh,
I'm not calling you a liar, small town Republic. I mean, I trust you. What the fuck is she?
Yes, only a ranch could ban Ariel or time her out.
Yeah.
I don't have many ranches around here.
Gal was here earlier. She's
Yes,
gone.
she
don't
is
like
a
us.
wrench. And fractured as a wrench.
Demonstrations have been going on right outside the Federal Detention Center. Most of those demonstrators were very peaceful. They were chanting, they were shouting. People were driving by, honking their horns.
Peaceful and chanting as this schmuck comes up and flip it off the camera.
They were chanting, they were shouting. People were driving by, honking their horns. And again, they were expressing their anger about the detention of so many immigrants at the Federal Center. Most of the evening, the federal agents stayed inside the building.
Speak up, lady.
At a certain point, some of the demonstrators got very close to the property. In fact, some of them went onto the property, started tagging the building, started banging on fences, and shortly after all that happened, the agents started firing off tear gas, and then they came out.
Is graffiti considered peaceful now?
yeah, it's artistic.
Is that what that is? Yeah, and the guy with the doggo was also flipping off the camera. But like, there's like all this graffiti everywhere, and it's like, is that peaceful now? Is that considered peaceful? Like, is that legal protesting?
They could change it. They could change the definition.
Oh yeah,
Right. Yeah, they could. Like they very well could. And then here's the moment CNN kind of flipped the script, supposedly.
Out to CNN's Kyung Law, who has been standing by all day. Kyung, a lot has happened since we've been talking to you. Where are you now? What is the status?
It's like, I'm away from all those fucking psychos. That's where I am.
Where you are.
Well, there are multiple protests now, or at least we should call them incursions between.
Huh.
Hmm.
So they're not protests anymore. They're incursions. Okay.
It's retarded.
The people who've been demonstrating here, people who've joined in, and law enforcement. We are near where all of this began, and what you're seeing here is a line of a mix of, though predominantly.
I need someone to explain this to me and and tell me how this is okay. The car on fire with all the smoke. I mean, there's a line of like at least 3 Waymos right now that are just on fire in this shot.
It's just,
I need someone to explain to me why this is okay.
It helps climate change.
Okay.
Yeah.
Good point.
Mm-hmm.
He's expressing his heritage. I don't know.
It's a
not
line
Cuban, he's
of
Mexican.
a mix
Oh,
of, though predominantly federal agents, Department of Homeland Security, Customs and Border Patrol, as well as the National Guard that brought out some of these protesters. But you can see they've created quite some space between them and then these protesters. That violence that you were referring to, Jess, you can see that there's a car burning in the background. And while they've made a semicircle here on the street, you can see that the Waymo over there has been vandalized.
They're wearing masks.
They went easy on that Waymo.
And we understand that some cars over there may also be Waymos that have been set on fire. So this is a part of the night that law enforcement really worries about, because when I look at some of these protesters, they are not resembling the people who were here when all of this began earlier this morning in Los Angeles. This crowd is different. And so now you have a problem for law enforcement trying to contain these people.
What kind of cope is that? She's like, this is a different kind of crowd.
No.
The other crowd was good. This crowd's, I don't know what this crowd is. I can't say what I really want to say because I'm fucking scared, because I don't want people to not like me, and I need to keep my job, and I'm just a dumb bitch on CNN that got shipped out to from Los Angeles.
Yep.
Not to set fires, stuff at that area. I know.
Whoever they may be, some of them who may have some legitimate concerns, but then also other people who are mixed in. So that is where we are in the evening right now.
Ariel, hold that thought.
Yeah.
Now, but again, we are very close to where this all began, and these federal agents now are just standing here with some space between them and these protesters.
And again, thank you, Kyung. We're looking live at some of these Waymos that are on fire at the moment. And as Kyung noted, this has taken a turn since she's been out there over the last several hours when she saw a different.
Well, yeah, because it was getting later in the day. That's when this shit always goes down. And let's be honest, it takes forever for it to go dark in California, so they were getting itchy.
It's still daytime.
It does. I hate daylight savings.
Yeah, exactly. Daylight savings. Is the sun even set over there yet?
No, it's barely setting.
Yeah.
Different type of protester that was there in a more peaceful way. A lot of people, things have turned far more destructive and violent. I do want to bring in CNN Chief Law Enforcement and Intelligence.
Okay, I don't give a shit. They're barely like ready to confess. All right, maybe something might be happening here. And then we got the Marines and stuff, and the Marines is fucking weird. I don't know why we're doing the Marines. Well, hello, Alf Raiders. Alf plays video games, and then he raids this show on Mondays where we're talking about terrible fucking politics. And thank you, Alf. Thank you so much. But
there's fire involved. Maybe we'll keep you entertained.
It's Elf. What's up, Elf?
How does everyone know Alf raided before he even says anything?
Because they're probably watching multiple streams.
Maybe.
Okay. Maybe. Okay.
Sometimes the raid doesn't work, so people will just hop over there.
I don't think you can raid my channel because I don't have any level of monetization. Which, by the way, I keep losing fucking subs for no damn reason.
I think all it matters is if you're monetized, you can raid.
He can raid my channel. It said on the top of the chat.
He's monetized. It
Well,
doesn't
that's
matter
cool.
if you are, yeah.
Well, hello to all the people over at Horny Alf's channel. This channel is a little less horny and more retarded. So
we would be horny for Trump if it wasn't for the big beautiful bill.
If it wasn't for the big beautiful bill. If it wasn't for the big beautiful bill and the Palantir stuff, which I might bring another time.
That's what I want to talk about.
I know I don't have it. Like, there's so much to the Palantir
Marjorie
stuff,
Taylor
especially,
Greene
the
is
connections
so
with Palantir and Jeffrey Epstein and
retarded. She's so fucking retarded, dude. I'm so tired of defending her.
Who?
Marjorie Taylor Greene.
Oh,
she broke your heart, Shock, right?
She did.
Well, except she has nothing to do with what the Palantir stuff was.
No, because Thomas Massey was pointing it out. Basically saying like, hey, so the Republicans are taking away state rights and only allowing the federal government to make contracts with these CIA companies about AI and how they handle other people's information and shit. So she sees AI and the first thing she does is go, Skynet. I'm not going to let AI and Skynet take over. I'm not voting for the big, beautiful bill. And it's like, that has nothing to do with what Thomas Massey was talking. How can two people read a fucking bill and just have two totally different conclusions? It makes no sense. Oh yeah, because one's retarded.
It's such a good look when you're all like, I didn't know this was in the bill that I just voted for.
And then you like double retard that you just show the world you didn't even understand the thing that you didn't think you understood. It's like, oh my god. And because everyone's making fun of Massey, like, what do I care about governments making contracts with AI companies? Like, blah blah blah. Like, we can't let California like just fund all the fucking corporations, right? And it's just like, but fundamentally, you're a fucking conservative. You're not supposed to be for zoning laws. You're supposed to be giving states more rights, not the federal government more. This is like some Bush shit where it's gonna be like Obama did X, Y, and Z because Bush did this, and then like years from now, we're gonna be like, well, this company has all these rights above you because the big beautiful bill allowed them to, and it's gonna be JD Vance's term or some shit like that. Fucking hate this. I can see it coming down the road, man.
They don't read shit.
Yeah. Well, Thomas Massey reads it. Thomas Massey reads it. It doesn't matter because who got them there, they tell you who to vote for. I got you your seat. You're going to vote what I tell you.
A bunch of these fucking people to read the bills for them. And then these people who have been in Washington, D.C. doing this forever, doing it for both sides of the political aisles, tell them whatever it is that they think they want to hear.
Well, it's like, I'm not going to approve your bill unless you put X, Y, and Z in. And that's how these bills get inflated.
Yes. Yeah, exactly. And that's why there's no possible way to have anything that's big and beautiful.
You can't. Which leftists, bro, you're missing out. Like, you need to make a cartoon of giant, obese Jabba the Hutt Trump and saying, I'm beautiful and big. Like, this is... The left sucks at making fun of Trump. It's the actual Trump supporters that are always going to make the memes on him, man.
Yeah.
There is no fat acceptance on this channel. As a matter of fact, I might prevent Dermy from coming back on until he gets under 350 pounds.
Damn.
So,
those gals' idea.
Fatty is a fat bigot.
Yeah.
Yes.
Body shamer.
Static is banning Dermy. There we go. He's turning. You're right, Ariel. He is turning into the Atom. The Static.
Adam doesn't have the
Adam-
balls to ban Dermy for being fat.
Yeah, Adam wants him to die from diabetes. We care about him. We want him to live.
Yes.
So we've got this. It's a Craigslist ad.
All right.
I haven't been able to verify the Craigslist ad because everyone who posts the Craigslist ad just posts a screenshot. There's no link or anything. Gotta love the internet. But let's listen to what this lady has to say.
I'm going to do this and then I'm going to go make strawberry scones. But when we talked about how this thing that was going on in Los Angeles.
This bitch is always making scones, all right? She's always talking about making scones. I don't know if that's code for something or what.
I like scones.
But she's like the Atom. The Atom makes scones too.
I like. Oh, he makes orange scones with the orange glaze on them.
I don't know if I've ever had a scone, so
I
don't know.
I didn't know what it is, to be honest.
It's
some
kind
sort of
it's a triangle biscuit that
yeah,
is
there you
very dry, but it has a sugary glaze on it. That's kind of what it is.
Yeah, make you look it up.
Yeah, like a blueberry scone's good. Scones are great.
Yeah, I don't think I've ever had a scone.
I don't
Usually,
like
I believe people have it with their coffee.
No, it's just on its own. That's code for gooning.
Aerial ballet, is that code for gooning? Strawberry scones, maybe.
Angeles was paid agitators. This is what I meant. I remember back when the Black Lives Matter riots were happening as well. They had very similar Craigslist ads looking for the toughest badasses in the city of Los Angeles, seeking extremely tough, brave men for a new crew on building. Compensation is $6,500 to $125,000.
She's talking so quick.
Hi. Where do I submit my application? $1,200 a week to go throw some rocks. Fuck it.
Oh, okay. Sign me up, Les.
Yeah, like whatever.
And per week, get paid every week.
And they probably bail you out.
Yep, that is true.
No matter what, physical strength needed, mental toughness, ready for confrontation when necessary. However, we train you if necessary. Bravery, reliability, strength, team discipline. They'd like you to have military experience, but if you're a Marine, then they do not want you in their group because it's apparently a long story. Job title is listed as operator, and there's no experience required.
They probably got infiltrated by a bunch of Marines.
You need to be trained how to draw rocks.
No, you need to be trained how to be tough. And they'll train you how to be aggressive and confrontational. That's the big thing, is they want you to be confrontational.
Damn.
And it's contracted work. And they were looking in the greater Los Angeles area. Obviously, they're not going to tell you exactly what it's for. Wait for you to call and then explain it. This is what happened during the Black Lives Matter riots, is they would put out these Craigslist ads, and then all these people would call, and then they would recruit all these people to go be agitators at these events. They would turn what was initially a peaceful protest of just marching into a full-blown riot. And that's the very same thing that's happening here. Who can afford that kind of bankroll? Well,
Here we go.
NoKings.org can. Apparently, this whole thing has been planned for a really long time. They're trying to get more in different days on different states. Specifically, June 14th seems to be a pretty big hot button. They're looking at Phoenix, Atlanta, and a handful of other major cities. You can go to the map on the website and just take a look. Here's some of the organizations that they're working with, and there's a lot of them, but I'm going to go through a couple. There's Bend the Arc.
What's that?
Does that say Bernie? Her head's covering it.
Oh, it does say, yeah.
Which is Jewish Action. Bernie Sanders, which I don't know. Americans United, Blue Anchor, Cast, Demlist, Families Over Billionaires, Faithful America, Fair Share America, Face the Music, Federal Workers Against Doge, Fund Federal Unionist Network, The Feminist Majority, Bulletproof Pride, Catholics Vote Common Good, Care in Action, Center for Common Ground. I mean, there's tons of them. That's who's paying for it. This has been in the works for a really long time. That should be really nothing new to you. But here's what I will say, okay, with all the paid agitators and all the things going on, there are going to be very real people who believe this is a very real march for justice that are going to be boots on the ground down there thinking that they're doing something. So if you, your family, your friends are thinking about getting together and heading down there and sticking it to the man,
I'm going to let her finish, but
don't, because all of those paid agitators, they have protection, right? They'll get lawyers, they'll get bailed out of jail, but guess who won't? You won't. You will not.
Chances of one of those people that are thinking about going down to these protests in like good intentions and such, not wanting to hurt people or just, wanting to speak up for those who can't speak for themselves, they're not going to find her content. The echo chamber is real, bitch. Anyhow. And then there was this that got released today.
What do you think of, so speaking of that, like, what do you think of Trump saying he doesn't want masks at these protests? Are you okay with that?
I don't think he can do that.
That's what I was thinking when he said that.
I don't think he can do that. I want to say he even called for them to be arrested on site today. I think.
Yeah. Because I'm like, isn't that kind of pushing it too much?
I completely understand
that's
where he's coming from.
Yeah.
I totally 100% understand where he's coming from. It doesn't work.
That's what I was saying, though. It's like there's no such thing as balance. And like politics, like Trump is going to go way too authoritarian with stuff like that. But at the same time, Democrats just let it burn.
Yeah.
It's always going to be the...
I remember for the longest time, I'd walk in somewhere and I'd see someone wearing a mask during COVID and whatnot.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought those fuckers were up to no good. Like,
I
was aware one, but they'd be wearing their masks or like their handkerchiefs or whatever. And I'm like,
yeah,
what kind of shit you get into, huh? What are you doing?
Oh, yeah. Of course. There was more robberies for that same reason, dude.
Yeah.
There was tons of robberies.
And there was even places that removed they had a law where you couldn't wear masks in public. I want to say Oregon might have been one of those states where they had a law where you couldn't wear masks in public, and now they're just screwed.
Oh yeah.
Oregon was one of the places that I was in a grocery store and I saw someone with the mask. I was like, I don't know, dude. I don't know.
Oh yeah.
What are you up to, man?
You know, it's funny. They would never stop an Asian that's wearing one, though.
No.
This is just normal. It's just normal for them.
Rooftop Asians.
The rooftop.
Oh, shout out rooftop Koreans, bro. Yeah.
Oh, rooftop Koreans. I'm bad. I think.
You go,
I
dude.
should have saved the fucking. So the guy, he's been going off. I forget what his name is, but he's one of the OG rooftop Korean dudes. He's been going off this week. That Tiffany Fong account that like used
yeah.
Like she tweeted a picture of of an AI image of her being like a rooftop Korean, right? Like she's at the gun, she's on a roof.
She's funny.
And she's like, what are my orders? And he retweeted her and he said, get in the kitchen to make me a sandwich.
That's a good one. She's got a sense of humor. I bet she liked it.
How could you not?
Yeah, that's fucking hilarious.
So this video came out today, or it might have been yesterday.
Yeah.
Supposedly this is near what's happening, but then again, I look and it's like, why are these so like these pallets are here with these bricks, but yeah. Also, like, hold on a sec. What is over on this side? Like, what is this factory here? Is this where they make the bricks?
Is that
I don't know.
There could be more of them.
I don't know.
It's hard to tell.
It is. I'll be honest, like having been by places that make bricks, it's pretty clean, so maybe not. So we just got the random pallet of bricks that is halfway empty. You can hear the helicopters and stuff in the background. And then we've got
not. Are we still going with the obvious guy that everyone says Soros?
So I don't like that anymore.
That's
and the reason why I don't like just calling it Soros or whatever is because you use it too much and everyone's all like
it becomes a new like Sweet Baby Inc.
Yeah. You use it too much and it's been beaten to death. And people are gonna stop paying attention.
Yep.
It's like woke.
Yeah.
Yep.
No, I get your point there. It becomes too much.
Yeah.
Uh,
So we have one of my least favorite congresswomen.
your least favorite.
I don't know if I have a favorite congresswoman now that I think about it.
Wait,
But,
your least favorite?
I said one of them. I said one of them.
South Dakota chick. She's cool.
Anna Paulina Luna was one of those dumb bitches that was trying to push for the ability to be able to vote from home because she got pregnant.
Okay.
She loses so many points on that.
Absolutely.
Stupid.
Maybe I just like her because she's hot. But...
That's totally fair, but
Yep. And she actually is the representative for our friend Duke Devil.
Mm-hmm.
But she's dumb. She's an idiot. She's stupid.
She's stupid.
Supposedly,
your boobs are huge.
Yes, she's got a massive rack. Congratulations. In Florida, of all places. I don't know how the hell she stood out. So she's got some information where supposedly these people are being funded. As you bring up the Soros thing.
Found a really great deep dive here from the Data Republican on X. So
By the way, Data Republican, great account. Go follow them. It's a her. She does a bunch of data consolidation. Yeah.
Is behind all these crazy riots in LA and that will be across the nation. Just like, remember, in the Summer of Love with BLM, remember who's organizing all that stuff. With this specifically is being funded by an individual by the name of Neville Singham, who actually made his money by pushing communist Chinese propaganda, became a billionaire doing it. He's now...
Someone Google Neville Singham. I don't know how to spell
Neville.
Yeah, Neville. And then just do Singham.
Found it.
Singham.
Neville
Roy
Singham. Yeah.
He's
Neville
American businessman and social activist.
Okay, that sounds like it might be the guy.
An IT consultant company and alleged ties with Chinese propaganda networks.
Okay,
Founded in
I'm going to let her finish, and then
1993.
you guys send a link to something on him.
Now funding, and the guy behind all of these protests was also behind and tied to the protests at Columbia University, pushing all of that BS, if you don't remember. And then also, too, if you actually look at the social organization that's putting out these flyers, it's the Party for Socialism and Liberation, which is, and I kid you not, the actual Communist Party. So they're using Hispanics, they're using illegal immigrants, they're trying to hype people up thinking that they care, but they don't care. They would stop illegal immigration. Obama.
Okay, and then this is her platitudes, blah blah blah.
Yeah.
Which even though I might agree with, she still sounds like an idiot. Anyhow. So what do we know about Neville Longbottom?
Do you know what Code Pink is?
Should I?
Not really.
Is that like Steve and his pink socks?
Yeah. Nah, it's just another like feminist like nonprofit, air quote. He basically is an IT consultant that was paid by the CCP to consult Chinese propaganda to other tech companies in America, and he funneled all that money into some like feminist nonprofit organization called Code Pink.
Okay.
Oh, sorry. To the co-founder of Code Pink, not the actual.
The co-founder of what?
Code Pink.
I don't know shit about Code Pink.
Consulting also includes things like the censorship of the Uyghur Muslim camps and other types of Chinese propaganda.
Feminist grassroots organization working to end U.S. wars and militarism, support peace and human rights initiatives, and redirect our tax.
Oh, is that where the vagina hats came from? I knew Code Pink sounds so familiar.
Women for Peace, left wing anti-war.
It sounds so familiar.
Yeah. It's some big feminist thing. Those who sacrifice liberty for security deserve neither. That's not very leftist of you. So there's plenty more to talk about. You guys want to look at let's look at these. So like this is how people are feeling about this whole weekend. These are just some random ass tweets from some random ass people that for some reason made their way onto my feed. I had a lot of the second one isn't random ass people, but this one is just some random ass dude. This was on my feed for some reason. It says, there's nothing more American than taking up arms in self-defense against tyrannical government that's bipartisan and deeply historical. Don't ever let them tell you otherwise. This person literally thinks it's a freedom fighter thing going on. He thinks that the government has no right to remove illegal immigrants, even though we've been doing it forever the same way.
Yeah.
Obama did it.
Obama did 3 million or something like that is what the latest thing is coming out. The latest, like one of the talking points that they keep going over. And it's just like, yeah, like what's different now? Why have you've been manipulated? You've been gaslit and manipulated into believing something that you don't even understand. And then we got this guy. You might recognize him.
Yeah.
Trump's authoritarianism in real time. Conduct massive illegal raids. How? Provoke a counter response. No. You guys were there. They were there to try and stop this as it was. They were doing their job within their means, within their rights. Declare a state of emergency. I don't think he did that. Has Donald Trump declared a state of emergency?
I don't think so. But we're kind of always in a state of emergency.
Right? It's like perpetual.
You know what's funny? My girl was doing class and they had to do like presentations or whatever. And someone in her class just played I Am a Bill from Schoolhouse Rock.
All right.
And I was jamming to it. And I'm just like, man, this song is way out of fucking date. Dude. Because it's like, it's basically just, oh, wow. So the president can just deny a bill? No. Well, that's a coup. That's okay. But they can go back to Congress and blah, 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 blah. And I'm like, no, we have to update that song to be like, there was this man called Bush. And he decided that we're always in a state of emergency. So the president can just tell the Congress to go fuck himself. And any president of the bill rats, midterms, just go the other way anyway. And the Congress just tell the president, go fuck himself. So the president says, state of emergency. I'm just going to do whatever I want anyway. That's how laws are made now.
Sounds about right.
Well, because if your opposer are always fascists, you're always in a state of emergency. Democrats gaslight it. Republicans actually mean it.
So I have political retards for us this evening.
Yay. Yay, brains.
This one's fun.
Are you coming to the tree?
It says, take down the Trump regime on her 3 fingers.
Looks like it says Trump pregnant. Like,
yeah, okay. Yeah.
I'm so confused.
Strong up a man, they say
remove, reverse, reclaim, all during the Hunger Games fucking song thing, doing the salute, what they do.
So she basically in a way calling for the assassination of him in a way.
No. She wasn't calling for the assassination. She's just I guess maybe reclaim. Maybe that's considered like, how do you reclaim it? Yeah, I remove. If it's assassination, it's very loose.
No, yeah. I'm like, yeah, you obviously you couldn't charge her, but I'm just saying, is that what she's thinking basically?
I don't know if that's what she's thinking or if she's just thinking impeachment. I'm not here to play those fucking games. She thinks she's Katniss Everdeen.
Yeah, she's Katniss. Pretty much.
At least she's read another book that's not Harry Potter, right? Isn't that the thing?
I think I think I'd rather be friends with a Harry Potter stan. I'm not gonna lie. Even though I've never read Harry Potter, you're still gay.
Neither have I.
But I think I'd rather. I people told me about Harry Potter, and it sounds really cool, but I just don't like the little wands. I don't know. I'm sure I would like it.
My enjoyment of Harry Potter is dwindling rapidly.
I bet, dude.
Over all the
I only like the first 2 books of the.
Well,
Hunger Games.
there's that, and then just talk to Gal about Harry Potter, and that.
Oh, she
I mean, like, dude,
feel bad for people who likes it.
Oh fuck, Weasel has a point. Read a book? No way. She only watched the movies.
Oh, for sure. Yeah, for sure. Even I haven't watched all the movies. I've only seen the first one.
And you know what? The new "I Am a Bill" song needs to include lobbyists. Yeah,
I love the Crowder version with the tranny. I'm just a Bill, but I wish I were Jill. It's great.
Wait, what's this song?
So,
I miss Not Gay Jared. Those are the days, man.
Did you guys see this one?
Yes.
This guy thought he did something, didn't he?
Fucking loser.
You told me you got caught up in the tear gas as well. Describe what happened to you.
Oh, just
Why did freeze like that? What the fuck? Hold on. Stop sharing. I'm gonna refresh this. We can't have this. You have to see the whole thing. All right, let's try this again.
You told me you got caught up in the tear gas as well. Describe what happened to you.
oh, just tasted a little tear gas. Tasted like fascism.
You a fucking loser.
What the?
Tasted like fascism.
Yeah, well, what does it taste like when, like, you own a store and people just loot the fuck out of it? Does that taste like freedom?
Yeah, right. Yeah, that does.
What about all the poor Indian people, where you fucking like throw all their wine bottles on the floor and you just steal all their Mountain Dew?
I might need some new shoes. Maybe I should head out to LA. I don't know.
I'm literally an hour and a half away
Supposed to lose
from
some
a free pair
stores.
of Jordans, bro. You have no idea.
Could you save me a pair too?
I might be safer going to the Adidas store.
Give me the new Kyrie's.
Yeah, I'm keeping them. You
I love Kyrie's shoes.
I love Kyrie's too.
I don't like him wearing the 1990 Ken Griffey Jr. Topps card T-shirt, ironically. And then, yes, I wear I'm not singing it. So I have another retard for us. This is a little bit different because, is my internet going down?
Oh, you're good.
Okay. It's not wanting to load this video. So I'm just going to have, this video is just going to play in the background, but we're going to talk about the tweet itself. So now what we see here is we've got a black Cybertruck with things graffitied on it.
Yeah.
Going around doing illegal traffic maneuvers, right? Probably shouldn't be doing that right now. And this guy, Amuse, who's a very famous right-wing influencer, says, insurrection. Elon, do you have the remote kill switch? I fucking hate this. There shouldn't be one. And even if he has one, I'm very much against that. Even though these people are doing illegal things, the idea that we should just let these car companies have remote kill switches to stop these cars is fucking wrong, you stupid.
So Ford tried doing this years ago. Remember when they wanted to a lot of cars are now
legislated in 2030 to make this a thing. Yes.
You're going down a dangerous alley doing that.
So basically they wanted to lock out like any like auto mechanic from accessing the logistics like data board of every car so that they literally couldn't fix it. So you have to go to the Ford dealer I mean, like, people don't exaggerate enough. Like, yeah, you don't own your homes, but like, man, you don't even own your own cars anymore, dude. You know, they're
I
just so
hate
reliant.
that. I fucking hate that. All the computers and everything that they put in these things.
Dude, so like my like Toyota Camry from like 2019 is like 6 years old now. That thing's like auto stop thing is that sensor's fucked. Like it will auto brake for like the smallest amount of someone like barely cutting me off, and it just slams the brakes, and it's just like, dude, how am I supposed to get all this like safety stuff turned off? Like there's no setting. I would have to go back to the dealer, but the dealer's too fucking expensive. I have a local mechanic. They're trying to kill the local mechanic.
This comment makes me so fucking happy right now.
Yeah.
Weasel says, I hate seeing all these ignorant criminals wearing Misfits and other punk band merch.
Oh,
don't
I know.
understand the music they claim.
Fuck
Weasel,
them,
this has
dude.
been something that I have been thinking about a lot recently. And yeah. The music, the awesome music that has been hijacked by fucking idiots.
Yep.
That shit needs to stop. That
It
shit needs
sure
to stop.
does, man.
So we got one last retard.
Oh, okay.
All right.
Now, after hearing about like the paid agitators and everything, I'm wondering if maybe he isn't one of them, just because of how this goes.
Oh yeah.
Oh, wait, hold on. Did I miss something here? Oh, Dom, you gotta get. I'm sorry, Dom. I didn't see that.
I just wrote that.
Okay. Do you want to watch this and then go, or you want to go now?
Yeah, I'll stay for it.
Okay.
This guy's a little fucking bitch. No, this guy's a fucking. He's a fucking white nationalist. Fuck this guy. You're a little fucking bitch.
Don't touch the camera.
Fucking bitch. I know that.
Hey.
You're a fucking bitch.
I don't know why
I don't do anything. Get the fuck out of here. I know you fucking do. You fucking white nationalist motherfucker.
How?
I know who the fuck you are. You fucking Republican bitch.
Bro, you don't need to put. This is one of them. They're gonna get it.
I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna fucking tell it to his fucking face. You fucking little faggot.
What did I do?
You know what the fuck you do?
What did I do?
You know you fucking antagonize people? Oh, fuck your fucking bitch ass up.
I'm not doing anything.
Get the fuck out of here. Just like the cops. Get the fuck out of here.
Hey, I have a right to be here just like you.
Yeah, so do we, motherfucker.
Okay, I'm not.
So why the cops here? You're a fucking cop. That's what you
I'm not
fucking
the
are.
cop.
Yeah, you are.
calling him a cop.
You guys are retarded. This is just so stupid, man. I hate.
How
am I a cop?
You want to fucking steal that shit?
Get out of here, bro.
What? I'm fucking cornered, you little bitch.
Wait, I didn't know fucked was still around.
Fucked.
Are you scared?
I'm not scared.
Huh?
Where's he wearing a shirt? I don't know. It's not important.
So it looks like it's a Goodfellas picture, but it's from this old skate company that I thought was defunct called Fucked. So I don't know. Maybe they restarted it.
I'm fucking cornered, you little bitch. Are you scared?
I'm not scared.
You fucking faggot.
What did I do?
You're a little fucking bitch. I fucking see you on fucking line. Always fucking antagonizing right-wing fucking ideology.
Antagonizing?
He's running out of words.
He's running.
He's running out of steam.
You motherfucker. This is our fucking land, you fucking bitch. Get the fuck out of here, dude.
Dude, I have a right to be here.
I don't give a fuck not today. I'm the fucking police. I'm telling you not to be here, motherfucker.
Well, I want to be here.
Well, I'm fucking telling you not to be here. Get the fuck
Get
out
of my way.
You towards the cops, you fucking faggot.
Get out of here.
He said bundle of sticks.
Uh-oh.
It's not very progressive of him.
Yeah.
Yes.
Uh-oh.
Maybe he was complimenting him.
I think we need to find out who this is. He might need to be canceled, everyone.
I agree. Cancel his ass.
He definitely shouldn't get his $6,000 or whatever he is for more.
Find where he works, make him lose his job.
Well, this is his job.
Oh, that's true.
This is his fucking job.
Fucking asshole. I know you are, you fucking right-wing motherfucker. You're a little fucking bitch.
I have a right to be here just like you.
Well, I'm gonna be right next to you the whole fucking time.
Okay.
Fucking cause hell, you little faggot.
Do it.
Did it again.
Oh, that's like the fourth time.
It's
I
almost
think.
like they don't believe in what they say.
Nope. That's right.
Who is this guy anyway? The white guy.
I think he used to.
So this is
Isn't he with
Nick Shirley? He does a bunch of this man on the street stuff where he goes.
He's been on the Blaze a few times. But yeah, he's kind of one of those independent dudes.
Yeah.
So what saying exactly what I'm saying? People think it's their land. This is an invasion. It is a war. They have been saying they've been saying this way for some time. So you see, I was watching, quite frankly, before we got started here this evening, and someone called into his show, and he said it's not an invasion because these people are complaining about services being taken away. When you get invaded, they don't come in and say, okay, feed us now.
Right.
They come in and they take over and they take your food. They're here to bum off of us, is what it is.
Yep.
So it's not calling it an invasion. It's calling I don't know what you call it. It's like it's one of the most saddest fucking things to lose your country to, because you've got a bunch of fucking inept people that you elected supposedly.
Supposedly, yeah. Jeez.
It's a communist revolution.
Yeah.
Would you say it?
And then Kel says, "Fucked is a clothing brand now?" ? I don't know. Back in the day, it was a skate company that made clothes and shit too. So I don't know. On that note, I know Dom's got to get going. I've got some other stuff for us to go over, some a little more conspiratorial. But let the people know where they can find you.
Yeah, my name is Dom H. You can find me on Twitter. I'm sure Static will put it in the chat. Yeah, it's Dominic24. But yeah, you can find me usually here on Bloodbath. This is a great show today talking about the LA riots. But yeah, you can find me here every Monday. And then you can find me on Saturday with Saturday usually on Dermy. We haven't been on Dermy for the past few weeks. We've just been on Adams or Horny Elf. So I don't know if Dermy's coming back this week.
Well, thanks for being here, Dom.
Yeah.
Have a good evening.
Yeah, thanks for it's good to be back.
Night, Dom.
Good night, guys.
Yeah, dude. You too, man.
Yep.
Yeah, that's not the same fucked company that I remember from back when I was like in high school, because there wasn't naked chicks or anything. It was just obscene stick man art, violent. It was more violent than anything.
Yeah.
So I've got some stuff. Last week, so we had the big beautiful bill. We got Elon Musk and Donald Trump going at it.
I don't know. That kind of stopped because now Elon's like retweeting.
They're playing nice, right? They're playing nice
now because like
maybe, yeah, but like that all stopped after this Los Angeles shit. Like the news cycle is fucking ridiculous. We cannot focus on more than one thing at a time.
Yeah. But that's why, like, I understand.
Has it always been like that, though?
Oh yeah, I think so. It's
even before the internet.
I think so.
I don't know. Okay.
I think so. That's how like Obama got elected again.
Okay. Yeah.
Everyone just like remember it's like when it's election season, all Democrats turn into populists. People like Ron DeSantis again. People are gonna like Vivek again. You know what I mean? Like,
I won't.
The memories are small. But like, even with the big beautiful bill, like I understand the argument where it's like, why are you bitching about like the glass being 20% empty or 20% empty? And it's like, I'm not complaining about the glass being 20% empty. I'm saying there's like 20% piss.
Hold on.
In what you're drinking right now.
That is a terrible, if people are saying, but that's like, why would you want something that completely undoes what Doge was doing?
Yeah,
this 20% this 20% empty that's bullshit. That's not a proper analogy. It's a shit cookie.
Yes,
it's a
piss
fucking
in the
shit
beer,
cookie.
shit in the cookie, How much are you tasting it? Because the thing is that it does a lot of good short-term stuff, but there's just a lot of long-term stuff that are gonna fuck the American people. And then you also have the Doge cuts not being brought to the table. And it does make Elon look like a very self-interested businessman, because that's what everyone accuses him of doing, right? Like, oh, you're just a self-interested businessman who wants to benefit your company, right? But Elon has mentioned, I want all government like tax benefits to all these corporations to go away,
Yes,
including electric.
He wants all those subsidies to go away. And let me tell you, that was one of my biggest things about Elon when he was getting into this. I was like, dude, he's getting subsidized out the ass. I don't like Elon as he's becoming MAGA. Like that's not like I don't like this guy. He's taking advantage of the system, like Donald Trump openly admits.
But the thing is, though, is that like Trump added so many tax credits to a bunch of things, and he only cut electric vehicles. Like that fucking did him. That's kind of
windmills.
And that shit's stupid. But I'm saying, like, he added, like, he's spending. It's for pro families. You know what I mean? Like, there's a lot of like pro family tax or federal tax subsidies, spending money to help people afford to have a family and shit like that. But the thing is that you're not bringing down the spending. You can even spend this much and cut all the Doge taxes, but you're also going to give money to fucking Israel, aren't you? And it's just like this. So like through Elon's perspective, it really is. You only cut the electric vehicle taxes. You add so much government spending, and you don't bring the Doge cuts to the table. Like, he did them fucking dirty. Like, I understand why he's fucking pissed. And that was the annoying thing that we talked about, where it's like, I always think it's all psyop shit, because it's like, I can defend Elon in like a Cobra Cast chat, right? And then he say like, oh, you can have your criticisms, but it's him being like a fucking drama queen. And it's like, yeah, but him being a drama queen shouldn't discredit that I agree with Rand Paul, Thomas Massey, Elon Musk, Ripa, right? They're right, where it's like they're spending more, they're not cutting the deficit.
And Ripa even put out a great video. I even meant to, like, for us to maybe watch it because it's only like 3 minutes long. Talking about how they could actually fix the big beautiful bill.
Ooh, I'll watch that. I didn't know
yeah, it's short, and he's like, this is what they can do.
I haven't watched Ripa in a long time. But I love his
kind of stuff
videos.
that I like to watch from Ripa, because he knows what he's talking about, and he's
Oh yeah, I love his political videos. Trump played Musk. It really looks like it, dude. It really looks like he fucking played him. So I don't think it's like a stab in the back. It literally is like a smack to the face. Now kiss the ring, and now Musk is kissing the fucking ring right now.
I haven't paid too much attention to it since it all.
He's retweeting him. He's retweeting him, agreeing with a lot of his takes and shit. But yeah, interesting. All of it just slides under. I mean,
these 1.7 trillion in cuts is something over 10 years, but all the money goes into the fucking Pentagon. The defense gets all the money.
The CIA is allowed to keep making deals with themselves and calling themselves the private sector. That's what that whole Planned Parenthood thing is. They get to get their federal spending, fund it into a private sector, and then when they get the payment cut off from them, oh, now they're just private. Oh, now they're just a private company, and they just deal with themselves. And then this dude, Trump wanted to get rid of all the gay shit that the Democrats did. And the Uniparty said, look, man, if you want to undo all of our shit, you're going to have to push forward our agenda when it comes to having the 3-letter agencies have more power over invading Americans' privacies. And he's like, yeah, sure, whatever. I just want the big, beautiful bill, and I want employers to pay for daycare, and I want to stop giving illegal immigrants fucking insurance, and I want to do all the stuff that I promised, which is cool. Making a deal with the devil, the Uniparty. It's very lucrative doomer / white pill. And I understand people being upset where it's like, why are you such a doomer? Like, this is a good thing. And it's just like, but it's a little hot. It's the dosage of poison is getting higher and higher. We're pushing this big giant dung beetle ball down the road. You're letting the shit get bigger.
The no tags on overtime's cool. It doesn't fucking affect me any.
Oh, it affects me. I'm happy. That's great. Hey, you know what? That could have been one fucking bill you passed.
It could have.
Just one beautiful. That would be the most beautiful bill of all time. No tax overtime or tips. Boom. Call it the Kamala Harris bill.
The AOC bill.
Yes, that'd be great.
All right. So we're going to do this one last thing. This is kind of like just a different way of looking at what's going on in Los Angeles.
Great.
I'm about to say some pretty unpopular things, starting with this is not good. Also, this is not a peaceful protest. But something very disturbing is happening in the background that I think you should know about. It's time to deploy Palantir to Los Angeles to deal with the illegals. You know you love to see it.
What?
You're lying if you say you wouldn't.
Oh my god. Oh no, Laura Loomer's fucking compromised. Oh no. I did not see this tweet. I need to screenshot this and save it, bro. Holy this is the most compromised tweet of all fucking time.
I don't know if you saw the thing that I said earlier about people begging for the boot.
Well,
because their guy's in charge.
That's what I keep saying. The boot has changed color. That's all it is.
Yep.
It's went from blue to red.
This is the grand plan. Okay, it's not an accident that cars are burning on the streets and people are waving foreign flags on the streets. There is something they're trying to manufacture consent for. Remember, when they justified the passing of the Patriot Act over 20 years ago, they told us we needed all this extra power to go after the bad guys, to get rid of the terrorists. But almost immediately, the government started to use that extra power they were given to spy on ordinary Americans, right? How can you be so sure that you will not be deemed an enemy of the state?
So, and here's the other thing. This is already going to happen. This Palantir deal is done. They're going to have access to all the databases with the IRS and all these different fucking government agencies to try and build profiles of all of us.
And a state can't intervene and say, no, fuck off. So, nope, this is federal business.
One day. There's absolutely no guarantee that this master database won't be weaponized against you. And to be perfectly honest, history tells us that the likelihood is pretty high that it will be used against you one day. So to quote RFK Jr., 1, any power that the government takes from the people, it will never return voluntarily.
Oh, yeah.
2, every power that the government takes, it will ultimately be abused to the maximum extent possible. 3, nobody ever complied their way out of totalitarianism. The only thing we can do is resist. Be careful out there, people.
Sad, man.
There's so many people on the right that just want like authoritarianism. And it's just like, I can't, I don't know if I can do this shit anymore, man.
You know what the British are right about?
What?
The British are 100% right where it says you Americans and your fancy 3-tier justice system, your freedom, your democratic republic, you all crave monarchy deep down. You all crave a king that you can champion.
Let's not centralize it, Savage. And you know what? Some of us are capable from that happening if you know what services to avoid.
Well, that's why I brought up Bush. And this guy in the video, he brings up the Patriot Act. It's like there's these small little things they fucking slip in, and then the next president just expands it. And we see, I'd like to think Trump's not a fucking deep stater, but he's like, I'll do a deal with the devil to get what I can. I have to make deals.
He's a little enabling, isn't he?
He's enabling it. There might be some cum on my chin, but I think he's more enabling it than him being a part of the deep state. can't believe that, but he's playing ball with them because he thinks short term this is good, and it
He's
is
a
good.
boomer. He's
He
a
is that
fucking boomer.
It's good. It's true. He still hasn't. Remember, what was that section about all the gay ass copyright things that like Google and YouTube were taking advantage of? That we wanted like the federal government to actually make a law on. It's been so long. Section
section 238 or something. I don't remember.
Yeah, we wanted him to fix that. Look how that ended.
Yeah, and he ended up getting booted off of the old Twitters, and everything went to shit until kind of Elon bought Twitter. But now there is so the guy who's in charge of the FCC right now, Brendan Carr, he is a legit dude. He's actually, they're working on Section 230 stuff, I believe, right now. So that could be a thing that we see at some point in time.
Good, very much good.
I don't know what he's talking about. What a strange thing to say that can be clipped out of context. I don't know.
I say a lot of things.
Could be anything.
No. I love how when I say something out of context, Weasel's fucking right there. And then when Paul says like, I enjoy dog cum in my mouth, Weasel's like, yeah, I'm busy.
You did say something like that, yes.
I was like, Weasel, if I could get him. And he's like, I'm busy. And I'm like, fuck you. God damn it.
All right. One last fucking thing. Just because I don't know if anyone caught this. It's been a busy week. Chinese researchers' alleged plot to smuggle crop-killing fungus in the U.S. is an attack on U.S. food supply feds. This is just June 4th. Just 5 days ago. National security authorities and members of Congress are raising alarm over the alleged plot by two romantically involved Chinese researchers to smuggle samples of a dangerous crop-killing fungus into the U.S. Yin Qing Zhan, and 33, a Communist Party loyalist and lab researcher at the University of Michigan, who received Chinese government funding for her work, plotted the illicit transport of the pathogen with her boyfriend Zhong Liu, 34. The FBI alleged Liu was caught. Way to go, New York Post. Was caught at Detroit Metropolitan Airport last July after allegedly attempting to sneak packages of Fusarium granarium, in some sort of mushroom, into the country, the Fed said. This is an attack on the American food supply, one senior Trump administrator official told the Post. So from what I understand, this particular fungus, maybe they'll say it here. This fungus is already present in the U.S., but if manipulated, it becomes resistant to treatment or to spread more easily. It could have the potential to devastate American farms, one expert told the Post. The U.S. should be testing the fungus samples for evidence that's been tampered with, expert data. Blah, blah, blah. So we've got Chinese people getting arrested for bringing in funguses. Whenever I see something disturbing about funguses, I always make sure to share that with Sam.
Yeah.
That's funny. Apparently this particular fungus could possibly just choke out the entire wheat supply.
Oh, nice.
So fun stuff. And then I'm not going to read this whole thing but this is the same thing, just different issues. Let me just double check here. Yes. This happened today. Feds charged another Chinese citizen with smuggling biological materials for their lab work.
Jesus Christ.
Another Chinese citizen is facing smuggling charges from their federal government, the third in a week, this time accused of bringing biological materials related to roundworms into the U.S. for her work at the University of Michigan laboratory. Why do we have Chinese spies at the University of Michigan?
They're everywhere. Bro.
Where else are they?
Fucking everywhere.
Xingxuan Han is charged with smuggling goods into the United States and making false statements, according to a criminal complaint in the U.S. District Court of Detroit. She made an initial appearance on June 9th in federal court and temporarily detained. A detention hearing will be set June 11th. According to court records, her attorney, Rhonda Brazil, had no comment after the detention hearing. Mahan is pursuing a doctoral degree from the College of Life Sciences and Technology in Hozhong University of Sciences and Technology in Wuhan, China. According to an affidavit filed with the complaint. So yeah, we've got Chinese people over here bringing different biological weapons to try and attack the what's it called? Our food supply.
Great. So the Fed are doing their job. Is that like a little bit of a positive?
You know what? Let's if this was 6 months ago, what happens?
Oh man.
You know?
I mean, I think if this were 6 months ago, it would be like Lorma Loomer talking about it 10 months later. You know what I mean? I mean, like, we're not doomering on Trump. Like, we are in the better timeline than Biden.
We are in the better timeline.
But we gotta talk about this shit, man.
But a lot of people just like to suck Trump's dick. Like,
I mean, I do too, but not that deep.
I don't. I won't. I hate the government. I fucking hate the government, and it doesn't matter who's in charge.
It's just Trump's gonna run it like a well Democrat should, but I still don't like it.
His boomer is fucking showing, and that's been my biggest problem with the government for a long time. They're old, and they don't know what's going on anymore.
Old. He is too old, man. It sucks. That's why I've been very is the word not bullish. What's the opposite of bullish? Shit. Whatever.
The opposite of Polish?
Bullish.
Oh, bullish, bearish.
Bearish, yes. I've been very bearish on everyone being like JD Vance is like gonna be like the messiah of the Republican Party.
He says a lot of the right shit.
He said, you know, look, man, you all were so mad at Vivek for saying all the right things, and I'm just kind of like, what's the difference between Vivek and JD?
You're not wrong. You're not wrong. And you know what? When you start digging into the connections with the Palantir stuff, you've got more things to be worried about with JD Vance.
Oh no, is he connected to it?
They all are.
Isn't he? Because he has military experience, doesn't he?
Yes.
That's why I fucking hated Ron DeSantis. I don't like military people running for office. Like, I would much rather have a businessman run for office. Because all it is just, it's all authoritarianism shit, dude. It's the biggest government scam of all time is the term national security. National security is basically domestic terrorism. It's your government putting the boot on you.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. Ariel, I did see your comment about the government that they see unfit, and I even brought like a tweet up about it from a leftist who feels that way. And that person has been gaslit and manipulated into believing that they're correct. These laws have been on the books when it comes to this deportation for a very long time.
Yeah.
Barack Obama had no problem getting people deported. They called him the deporter in chief. Nothing's changed since then, except for the messaging.
He was against gay marriage when he was told to do it. You know what I mean? Like, he does whatever Obama did whatever he was told. And now he's like the apprentice, and now he's like the journeyman, and now he's like the master of whatever everyone was making him do during his presidency. You know? It's all deep state shit.
There's a thing that's been going on for a very long time to keep us divided.
Mm-hmm.
And it's to keep us divided in every way possible.
Oh, yeah.
It's making it hard for me to do this show.
It is. I mean, I still find it refreshing because it's like I culturally and politically still like enjoy the people that I watch, but it's just I hate being the only one in the chat that's trying to be contrarian, and it's nice to be able to voice it all out on a show.
Maybe that's why we hang out so much.
Yeah.
Because that's me.
Except I don't fucking shut up. I'm always in the chat.
Yeah. Everything looks like shit to me right now.
You're like Stan from South Park.
Yeah. Like everything just looks like shit. I don't see a way out of this without some sort of like spiritual intervention or some sort, like I don't think like some apocalypse or something, but like something bad happening.
I believe in the apocalypse. I don't like to talk about it, but I do.
That's fair. But I'm saying I don't think we would need something that drastic. But yeah, there's yeah, I don't know. I just don't know. I'm fucking done with this shit.
I know.
Oh, you know what? You know what thought crossed my mind yesterday, and it immediately went to you because we had this conversation like a year ago.
Mm.
The thought that crossed my mind was everything's a psyop.
Oh, I know. I don't. You know, it's kind of like drama, like kind of like Game of Thrones, where it's like things are going according to plan, but somehow like human nature, someone does something so unbelievably retarded that it fucks them over. But from like a peasant's point of view, I'm just like, there's no way Elon would just purposely make himself look like a fucking idiot because he starts, yes, that's my dog snoring. You already know that. You already know. What the fuck are you fucking asking? You already know. I'm turning on chat now. She looks so comfy. I can't wake her up. She looks so comfy. But yeah, I just don't believe Elon would like Kanye West, right? Remember when everyone was defending Kanye West because he was making sense, and then all of a sudden just wears a fucking balaclava and says "I love Hitler," and it's just like, why would you like? What does this accomplish? It's like it's the bait and switch. It is human. Sometimes I don't believe humans to be as retarded as they are. That the only logical thing for my brain to like have it make sense is bait and switch. They do it on purpose. Like I just don't believe that mankind can just be that fucking retarded, or the world is that chaotic. Does that make sense?
Yes, I was catching up on some of the Cloud's comments earlier.
I haven't seen the Cloud comment
in the Ballbusters chat.
Oh, I'm not on Twitter.
It's brilliant.
Oh my god.
Anyhow, yeah. I don't know. I'm done though. Is there anything you want to talk about?
Let me go through my bookmarks. What we got here? Want to talk about Caitlin Clark? Just kidding.
No.
Oh, did you show the Hassan thing? The new soy point meme?
No, I didn't show the Hassan thing because nothing happened. He was just there to fucking.
Well, he's a new meme, bro. He's the new Soy Jack meme.
Yeah, but it's not like that's the first time that's happened to him either. He does that face all the time.
True. That's true. What do we got here? Nah, that's pretty much it. Pretty much it. Oh my god, I saw that you know that dude with the mustache that like reacts to like fucking like feminist shit. I saw him reacting to Nala.
Yeah. Didn't I send that?
Did you? Oh,
I think so.
I love that one.
Yeah. That one, because that's exactly what I was like. This is exactly right. Like, and then he even goes to say like, you know, maybe you should get off the internet.
That dude, yeah, I didn't know how to say it. He said it way better than I did, where it was just like, dude, if you just like got off the fucking internet, we would believe you. Be like, I'm done with this stuff. Bye. I work at Starbucks now. Bye. Like, you know, I'm going to college now. Bye.
Is she's got no other way to make money, is only to be an influencer.
Yeah, no, you could fucking go to school or some shit, get a job, and then come out later and be like, yeah, I went to school and I have a normal job now. I don't do that shit anymore. I found God. We don't believe the influencer. Ugh, I hate whatever podcast, but like it's fucking true where she like they argued like I'm not a minister. I'm not on a ministry, but she like sells Bible fucking classes where it's like, what would a newly renowned whore teach you about God for? Like, what? No.
Yeah, and she's a woman leader now, according to Charlie Kirk.
Yeah, women aren't supposed
for young girls. Go get a bag and find Jesus. Show your butthole and then go find Jesus.
Well, if you're a woman minister, you have to cover your hair. You can't have your bright red hair just showing. Like you have to fucking.
That sounds like some weird dogma type shit. I don't know anything about that.
No, it's true.
It says that in the Bible, women have to cover their hair.
Yeah,
and the death of Christ didn't change that at all.
That's true.
I don't know. I don't know. I just know what I know.
But like some Christians do and some Christians don't. So then I don't know what type. That's another thing. She never said what type of Christian she is. So like that's why it's also fake too.
And that whole thing was for women. Like her speaking thing was a women's event. So like whatever. But really, she's a leader for young women. I don't think so.
Oh yeah, she should.
So. And then like
she should do the nun outfit.
That fucking cooking, that baking fucking thing. That baking video. She's a whore.
I know. Doing the eye crossing and the oh yeah,
licking the fucking spoon and shit. Like, dude, come on. Real far from your roots.
Yeah, the Republican Party is getting pretty gay.
I hate everything. Oh
it's
yes,
pretty gay.
And then
dude.
the Savage meme.
Which one? Oh yeah, beautiful.
Shock doesn't even get it. Shock doesn't even get it.
What do you mean?
It took you a while to respond.
Oh, I was on a different. I was scrolling through my bookmarks.
Oh no. Oh no. Okay. So tell the people where they can find you and all that shit. Let's wrap this shit show up. We're done. We're cooked.
I'll be on Thursday. I might be free this weekend, so
Ooh.
Thursday pregame, Friday Ballbusters, pub.
Maybe we can watch the riots together.
Yeah. So good show, dudes. Follow me on Twitter. I talk a lot of shit. Good night, everybody.
Yes. So what is it? Next Thursday, we've got the weekend pregame.
You mean this Thursday?
This Thursday. It's also next Thursday.
No, it's not. It's this Thursday. Next Thursday is next Thursday.
Yes. This Thursday is episode 99. Next Thursday is episode 100, where we will have a special guest returning to the pregame.
Who is?
I'm pretty excited about. I'm not telling anyone.
Oh, what?
I'm the only one. I'm the only one who's going to care. But
yeah. Oh, I'm sure I'll care. Will I not care?
Huh?
Will I not care?
I don't know if you've met him before.
Oh, okay.
So yeah, check out weekend pregame, ball busters, and whatever else happens this weekend. I have no idea what might happen this weekend. Life has been weird.
I know, it's been wild.
Until next time.
Oh, you don't know why everything's wild?
Huh.
White pill. World's getting normal again because everyone's always busy in June and July.
Oh.
That's when the sun's out. That's when people do shit.
I'm good. I'm good on this kind of busy. So
we're all living life again, going back to normal in a way.
So as I was saying, until I was so rudely interrupted by Shaka Zulu.
You're
until
welcome.
next time, don't get pink eye.